Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here with one of the sickest, most perverted, disgusting bands in brutal death history, Malignancy. Gentlemen, would you mind introducing yourself a little bit?
How's it going, everyone out there in TV world? This is Ron Kashnik, guitar player for Malignancy.
And Pyrexia.
And fill in for Demolition Hammer as needed.
Oh, nice.
Danny Nelson, nothing but Malignancy. No fill-ins, never, nothing. Do you still want to be with me? Oh, and it's not TV land, it's YouTube land. You want to change it?
No, because no one watches TV anymore. So
they don't.
Me and you scabs are going to have to stick together.
Yeah.
I'm Nikhil. I'm in too many bands. Anal Stab Wound is my main gig. Yeah.
I'm TJ Kuhn. I'm on bass. I play guitar in Trog, bass in Reeking Aura, and Sentient Horror.
So just looking off the thing, I'm going to guess he's your son and he's your son.
Pretty much, yeah.
I was wondering, I thought you guys might be violating some child labor laws when you guys pulled up here.
Yeah, no procreation on my end.
You can't find anyone your age that wants to play with you.
No one good enough. I'll tell you, these days, the older they get, the lamer they get. These guys don't keep practicing. These guys don't want to, excel. They don't want to do anything new. They want to go, let's go old school and just play slow, brutal death metal. Nah, that's already been done. I don't like that the new bands is doing it. I had that already in my life. That's why I go for the young guys. The young guys fucking actually want to play technical death metal, real brutal death metal that's fast. This bullshit that everyone likes nowadays.
Yeah, you strike me as someone who goes for the younger guys.
Absolutely.
Whoa.
So I have to say, my band was lucky enough to play with you guys at Maryland Death Fest, and you were fucking laser tight. You guys played such a sick set. I'm really stoked to be interviewing you. I'm really stoked to be watching you guys. Is this your first time doing a gig with the Hell's Headbangers guys?
Yes. Yes, first time.
Okay. And then I know they carry quite a bit of your stuff, especially the LPs. You guys are doing all of Interuterine Cannibalism tonight.
Uh-huh.
How did you first get into contact with Justin or Hell's Headbangers guys?
It's been a long relationship. You know, we met those guys back in the early 2000s when they were little young scabs. Probably when Hell's was just maybe a distro kind of thing. And then they just blew up. They started doing Mortician vinyls. So we were like, hey, let's do Intrauterine. And they wanted us to put some extra on it. I'm like, we don't have any extra. It's 13 songs. What do you want extra on it? They're like, we kind of want to do it that way. So we passed. And then it took us a few years for us to get it out for another label, Goat Lord Records. Thanks again, brother, for putting it out. And then Justin hit us up recently and was like, yo, what's up with Intrauterine on vinyl? Let's get it done. And I was like, okay, let's do it.
So they never did it originally.
They never did. They wanted to, but they wanted something extra on it, which I don't know what we could do.
Spoken word track, or
we could put Atmosphere of Decay on it, but
maybe play an acoustic unplugged version or something.
That would be pretty interesting.
Yeah, that or Waterlock would be good.
Yeah, that would be good.
A little jazz version.
Stand up bass singing in there.
Ooh, yes, I want to
be your debut.
Yeah, I want to be a real singer. We were just talking about that, folks. I wanted to be in a thrash band before death metal. Didn't work out.
Didn't have it to make the cut.
I don't have it.
Thrash fell apart around us.
Yeah.
I was in a thrash band called Frenzy, and they sucked, but I was like the prodigy trying to make it better. And then
that's great. You're humble about it.
And then
well, they didn't suck because of him.
It sucked because they were older guys that once again did not want to strive to be like Testament. They're like, let's just stay and play like fucking old overkill, man. And I was like, it was so but it's easy. And it was like that wasn't what was happening. The thrash was changing. It was getting more technical before it finally, because it was getting to where it was death metal almost before it took the big plunge. Yeah. But
please don't try to take a bite out of it too. Two dudes already did that.
No, I was just trying to, play.
So I back to what your serious member was saying. That sounds like that's part of kind of your guys' philosophy. Are you about pushing the envelope musically?
Absolutely. I'm so sick of listening to the same crap over and over again. Death metal's been rehashed 10,000 times, and it's the same slice of pizza now.
I know a lot of people agree with you.
I can't deal with it, so I don't listen to it. I listen to completely different music because I don't like what I see in the scene. So that's how it is with me. I'll expand my game on jazz or blues or something else because they're still trying to push the envelopes.
Yeah, I appreciate that too. I love everything. You guys are from New Jersey?
Yonkers, New York.
Yonkers, New York.
He's from New Jersey. He's from Connecticut.
Can you give me the lowdown of that? And then just the reason I'm asking for that is, can you get into your lineage, just as far as, were there formative bands that you were maybe playing with that shaped your sound, or how did you eventually arrive at your unique blend of perverted sickness that we get to hear tonight?
Well, how about we ask these two young fellas what brought them into this circle, so to speak?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
Don't give him the mic.
Come on in, get a little closer.
Yeah, I guess what got me into this circle was my friend Evan, Dead and Dripping. He's super into brutal death metal, writes crazy guitar, bass, drums, all himself, and he needed a live band, so he got me and Nikhil.
Okay.
And we've just been playing live with him, and that got me into like super technical bass playing, so I kind of got to credit it to him.
And then give us I'm sure there's going to be some nerds that are really interested in your gear rundown.
Oh, yeah. So I usually play PV basses, PV Cirrus.
Those are heavy.
Yeah. And then Aguilar or Fender amps.
Okay. What are you rocking tonight? Did you bring your own stuff, or are you using just a backline they had?
I'm using the backline, but I'm using my pedal. I use a Dark Glass X7.
Okay. A lot of people I talk to that have the micro tubes love the micro tube amp for Dark Glass.
Yeah. It gives you a nice top end, but
yeah. What do they got up there? They got an SVT or something up there now? Okay.
Yeah, SVT.
I don't think you could go wrong with the SVT.
You're next, Nikhil. Sure.
Popcorn.
Oh yeah. I guess my first introduction to the scene, I started posting guitar covers on YouTube about 7 years ago now. And I guess it helped that I looked when I was 12, I looked like I was 8.
Okay.
Even now I'm 20. I look like I'm 14 maybe. But that's how I kind of got my name out there. These guys saw my Malignancy cover.
Oh, okay. So you posted one.
Yeah, I did a full band cover of one of their songs.
Oh, damn. Okay. You guys were impressed by that.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely. We were going to give him, he was going to get the call even before our drummer, unfortunately, Alex Cohen, had a brain tumor, cancerous brain tumor, he had to get removed. But even before this was in the mix, Alex was going into teaching hardcore where he didn't have time to tour. And he was going to ask Nikhil to be our live drummer anyway.
Okay.
So it was really, really, it was almost full circle. I was like, the worst thing that could happen to our live drummer. But then I seen the video of him, and I'm like, oh, shit, even if one of us, even Danny fucking fell out, he can fill in. He does the whole shit.
Yeah. All right. I'm going to fill out now.
I mean, tonight can be my first.
Yeah. What's it like working with these guys?
Oh,
because they gotta be at least double your age.
Oh yeah, I mean
triple, quadruple,
2.5 maybe.
2.5.
Yeah, they're really great parental figures, just great influence.
Are they?
No.
Do they help you with your homework or anything like that?
Yeah, they do all my homework. It's great. I mean, there's a reason they've been around for so long. They know how to run things. There's no bullshit. It's great. Was
there a big discrepancy in the way, these guys are running their shit and maybe bands you'd played with before, comprised of younger dudes? 100%. Was there a big difference in how they maybe went about stuff? Is that something you could give us a little info on? Yeah, I mean, just the attitude kind of. There's just a certain way of doing things you get after doing it for so long. What contributes to being a band for 30 years. You know how to work with people. These guys were a little less worried about getting the fans on stage, blow their hair and stuff like that. Yeah. Is that true? Was there a little more superficiality? I would say so. It's also just in this age of internet popularity and shit like that, it's very much about how many views you get, streams. When I think that's not how you build a long-term following. No. Totally. Yeah. That's been my experience too. I totally agree with that. And I think it's important. I think a lot of the younger bands, poser bands, they don't really know where they want to fit in, or they would like to just be everything to everyone. And I think that blows up in your face in your end. And what I admire about bands like Malignancy or whatever is they're not trying to be anything other than what they are. Yeah. And they have I think you also get that from just experience of just knowing, like,
and just loving the music. That's what, like, that's why you started. That's why you keep going.
It is an underrated style where you having a hard time finding people that were into the same brutal death style.
We got like 5 minutes, 10 minutes to go.
Yeah,
10 minutes in.
Okay.
Oh, sorry about that.
Yeah,
We're gonna scratch that part.
Dude, you can walk away. You don't need to like monitor it. I just needed to make sure we were lined up. I appreciate you doing it though. You were enforcing people. There were some.
I could tell you this. So, boobs over riffs. So, the boobs they're gonna get the 100,000 hits. Well, it doesn't matter what guitar they have. It doesn't matter if they have a good riff, but it's just boobs. And I get it. You're
saying this is other people, not you. At first, I thought you were saying you like boobs more than riffs.
No. I'm just saying the majority of the YouTubers and internet is boobs over riffs, and I get it. If that's what they want to see, cool. But it doesn't make me like get mad or nothing like that. I don't care if I get a 100 hits or 4,000 if I'm putting a video out. But it's about the music and the riffs, you know. And I don't let the boobs get me down. That you could get all you want from just your fucking look.
And there's some of that paternal life advice that we were just talking about a minute ago. Don't let the boobs get you down, especially enough to stop the riff.
The tattoos, the nose thing, all that doesn't mean shit. But I know it's going to get you views, and I know the youngins out there, you like your views, but keep it to the riffs. That's all I'm saying. Keep it to the riffs.
I mean, honestly, I'd say boobs are even on their way out. Now, a lot of these kids these days, they don't even like boobs. I don't know what they're into, but they're not even into boobs.
But like if you want to support some real good riffers out there that they don't show their boobs, Neil Brosh and Courtney Cox, one of the great female guitar players right now, support them all you want because they're about the riffs. They give two shits about their tits.
She was great in Friends.
Yeah, well, she's better in the Iron Maidens.
And she's
and Burning Witches.
Burning Witches, yeah. Yep.
Could we get a little bit from Danny?
No.
You seemed a little talkative on stage.
Oh, yeah, I'm always talkative on stage, but, you know, the sun is melting my white flesh, and it's killing me, so, you know, it's...
About how many hours of sunlight you think you get a week? Are you guys committed basement dwellers?
No, I'm outside. The sun doesn't like me. Like, my skin is prone to cancer, so...
Okay.
Yeah, fuck you, asshole. So, yeah, so anyway, my lineage, and, I mean, I come from the same school as him, except I kind of went a little bit more towards the death metal end.
Okay.
You know, we all grew up listening to classic rock, then metal, and, you know, let's say Quiet Riot, Twisted Sister, Motley Crue, even Poison. You know, you kind of dabbled when you were just trying to come up in metal. And then thrash hit hard. And I was just enamored by that style, and I never wanted it to leave, and then it kind of left, and then death metal came around, and I didn't like it at first. You know, I was telling these guys, Scream Bloody Gore came out, I bought it, and I didn't like the vocals.
Okay.
Because
that was my question. Was it a vocal
really
thing?
Used to them. I mean, you know, of course we had Creator, Destruction.
Yeah, but I mean,
Sacrifice.
You're talking 87. I mean, it wasn't established as a thing yet.
They had aggressive, gruff style too, but not like Chuck, and the music wasn't as low. So I eventually, I guess, you know, got into it, obviously. And then, you know, in high school, friends were like, hey, let's start a band. I was just talking about this. And we did. And it was because death metal is probably the only thing I could do.
Yeah.
Try to do.
Me too.
And and it's been excellent. I mean, I've been fortunate enough to always be surrounded with excellent players. Yeah. And just excellent people, because that's the main thing. Always surround yourself with people that are going to get you to where you want to be in the band and are going to support you no matter what. Like, we're still in touch with the whole roster of guys that have played with us, and they're all great. There's no bad blood. There's no bullshit. It's just that they wanted to go their own way. We stuck to this. You know, life happens, and you can't always commit to a band full time or whatever. And him and I, we have careers outside of music. So that's what we had to hold on to, because at the end of the day, you got to pay your Con Ed bill.
Yeah.
You know,
and you live in New York, different price.
Yeah.
And death metal's really not going to do that. I mean, the highest grade band like Cannibal, they're probably making the most. They're doing very well, but we're far from that, you know, because we have our style that is not very accepted. It's not palatable. It's just way out there for some people. And as our records have progressed, we've pulled the reins back a little bit on some of the tech and weirdness. It's there, but then we have like undercurrents of tech, and then we got more groove in your face, more breakdowns. And it was just because that's where we were going.
Yeah,
it wasn't because we were doing it to satisfy a fan base, because we always played what we like.
Yeah.
That's how it always was.
And that's what I'm like. It seems like it's important for your writing process. Correct me if I'm wrong. It's important for your writing process to be pushing yourself, to have that level of technicality, to have that level of you're impressing yourself.
Yeah. I mean, dude, I've forgotten on the plane ride here. I listened to Inhuman Grotesqueries. I forgot how fucking technical that album was. I was like, what the fuck were these guys thinking? And I was there. But it slips away because, you know, from each album, you're kind of in that mode. You're in that record. Mm-hmm. And now we're in intrauterine mode because we had to learn it again. I mean, we already had a few songs in the set, but we always...
Was that difficult for you guys?
Not for us and not for these two fucking cats.
No.
These young bucks are fucking super professional and proficient at their instruments. It's insane. The how quickly they pick shit up. Like shit that, you know, back in the day we're like, we can't get a guitarist because they can't play this. And then these fucking guys come along and like, what, this riff? And they fucking just do.
That's what I was going to ask. Was there a big discrepancy between, were you shocked when you were like, what the fuck? There's 20-year-old kids that can play this on every instrument. Was it not like that back in the day?
It wasn't. Especially drummers. Drummers were always hard to find.
That was my experience.
Now it's dime a dozen. But the internet has kind of elevated the just band members and just people that are in music, because you can see this guy play, you can see this guy play, and you're like, holy shit, maybe he can handle it. And they can. It's insane. It's not like back in the day, like he would have to fucking take time out of his schedule and teach somebody how to play our style, our shit.
Yeah.
And now we got stems, we got tabs, we got whatever. These guys learn it. Anything they need tweaking on, they're just like, hey, is it this? Is this? Okay, cool. And then that's it.
Back in the day, it was like that until 5 years ago. I would sit down with every single person and break riffs down, and them days are over.
Yeah.
Would that fuck with your writing? Would you get to a point where you said, I don't even want to fucking push this any further because I'm going to screw myself over?
No, well, if I had to, I'd play this as a 3-piece.
Okay.
Or even as a 2-piece. Like, whatever it takes to... whoever could make it happen. I'll go. No, I'm not going to lame it out just for the musicians. Fuck that.
Good for you. I admire that about you guys. Uncompromising.
That's right.
But I didn't tell you my rig breakdown. You got TJ.
Can you give me? Yeah.
Oh, wait, you want my rig breakdown?
Yeah.
Microphone cable.
Sure. SM58.
Gold-plated cable because, you know, they sound better, apparently. And an SM58 in a pouch.
In a pouch.
Nelson's signature model.
Yeah, that is my signature model. Vocal spray, but I haven't used that in 10 years.
What was the vocal spray?
I don't know. Something that tasted like mushroom.
Okay.
Vocal ease.
Vocal ease.
Maybe
and did that really help you?
It did for a little while. Now Honeys helps.
Okay.
You know, they're little honey drops. And,
yeah.
You know, you suckle them, and then you get a little burst of honey in your throat, and it's good. It helps.
Funny.
Green tea.
Green tea helps. But now I'm getting off my rig. I'm getting more into my process.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll go over to Ron, break down his rig.
All right, on my rig.
He wants his own mic.
Yeah. As you all know, in the YouTube land, I'm endorsed by endorsed by Dean Guitars recently, and it's been a great experience. Thanks to all the family of Dean, Chris Canella, the whole crew. It's been a humbling experience for me that it took most of my life in music to finally have the right guitar company that's really behind me 100%. I've had the ups and downs. I had giant guitar companies hook me up for over a year but never come through. I had small companies be behind me, and I thank you so much. Blackheart Guitars, you were great to me my whole life and love you guys forever. It was time for me to move on. And Dean Guitars, man, you guys are making the shit now. You're supporting us, Incant, fucking Malevolent, fucking Massacre, fucking... You guys are real Cannibal, fucking Forbidden. Does it mean the artists are endless? Mudvayne, fuck. It's really endless. Like it's almost like they took the whole scene, like of thrash and death metal and taking half the guys. But yeah. Fuck yeah, Dean Guitars rule. I use Kemper amps.
Nice.
Reason I use Kemper is because it's a perfect picture. It sounds the same no matter if it's fucking hot, cold, fucking the room's for 5,000, the room's for 5 people. It always sounds fucking mint. So Kemper amps, in-tune guitar picks. Love you. I'm a GH string artist. Thank you, GH Strings. Love you guys. Fucking been supporting me for 10 years. Make the best strings. They don't pop. Danny knows. I used to pop strings left and right when I was a D'Addario guy. When I moved to GHS, man, things are cruising. And
what gauge and tuning while you're talking about the strings?
So Malignancy has always been 10 to 60s. But when they started making them, it was 10 to 59s before they started making 60s. Then as soon as 60s came out, we went to 60s. And we're tuned to A standard, none of this drop tuning bullshit. None of this fake guitar playing. Because you guys know drop tuning is like playing grunge, Alice in Chains, and Stone Temple. So if you guys want to continue drop tuning in your whatever you call death metal, remember you got that from Stone Temple Pilots and Alice in Chains, because they're the ones that started that fucking whack shit.
Oh, get it away from him.
And then for you, keep going. Give the mic back.
He likes.
Just while they were talking about their lineage, because you're playing with a lot of groups now in a lot of clay. You said you're with Demolition, Hammer, Pyrexia, and Malignancy. I mean, that's a pedigree. Just can you talk about just a little bit what brought you in as far as the scene? What made you say? At what point were you saying I'm playing in fucking? Not only am I playing in a legendary band, I'm trying to play in 3 legendary bands.
All right. Well, I came up with the Bee Gees, AC/DC, Devo, Rush. Kiss was the main reason I even picked up a guitar at 3 years old. I got my first guitar, and it was a junior acoustic. I ended up painting it with markers and made a pickup, made a tremolo, and my parents kind of got the notice that I had to move on to electric guitar. And from there, it was history. By 8 years old, I had stickers going that I was a D'Addario guitar wizard, and I thought I was already Randy Rhoads. At a young age, I was trying to play like Randy Rhoads and Jakey Lee. I would play through every Metallica album, every Megadeth album, every Creator album, just until in your basement as a kid. That's how I got good. Every Iron Maiden album, and I mean, Alexander the Great, that song's a pain in the ass. But for Somewhere in Time, it's fucking like 13 minutes. But as a kid, I played it, motherfucker. Then I would never want to play death metal. These fucking guys, it's like the Mafia. I was the only guy in Yonkers that could play like Alex Skolnick and do Testament solos. So, of course, then that means I could play death metal. I had no idea. But these guys come to me because I was friends with everybody. I went to high school with Danny for 1 year, and our old bass player, Kevin Hughes, was like, yo, man, you got to come back to your roots, man. You got to come to Malignancy, man. We need a guitar player. And I was like, all right, I'll give it a go. And I was in that thrash band Frenzy at the time, and they just broke up. And I was like, I had nothing going on. I tried out for Warrior Soul. I was trying out for like some different like new metal. It wasn't new metal yet. It was like it wasn't even called new metal yet. It wasn't thrash, but it was metal. But that's all I had to go with. And then these guys brought me in, and boom, the rest is history. I didn't like Malignancy at first. I told them their demo sucked. I seen their first show, and Danny was the only thing I liked about it.
I don't know why, because it was horrible.
And then, and the rest is pretty much history. The same clubs I was playing with my I had a band called Dysfunction, who was like, I would say it was more like a Queensryche meets thrash.
Okay.
Like it was because I had the good singer, but she was also started to do that Laney Staley shit that we didn't really want to get into, but it was the thing that was happening. And that band broke up also at the same time. Lindsay was pulling me in, and I was like, all right, this shit's gonna work, and it did. And then I was having fun with it because I didn't give a rat's ass what I played because I had nothing to go by.
Yeah.
There was no pre-Ronnie death metal. So I was just like, I'm just throwing riffs at there. He'd tell me if they were gay or not. But back then, gay had nothing to do with being the Fagoli or whatever you guys like now.
Was he coming up with a lot of gay stuff at first?
Like gay or fact means it wasn't brutal. That's all it meant.
Or he was.
You don't need to clarify that for JDawg's channel, but
it was wild. I mean, he is the reason why him, Roger, and Desmond are the reason why Malignancy sounds like we do. Because they helped the sound that I wanted to achieve, but I couldn't with our original members because we were kind of pulled in different directions, and they weren't up to the task. Yeah. You know, and when he joined, Roger brought him in. Roger and Desmond, I think, brought him in, or you brought Desmond in. Roger brought him in, and I knew Ron for years, so I was like, that'd be great. And then I told him, I was like, we just got to have a lot of pinch harmonics because I love it. Yeah. And he was like, I could do that. And then here we are. And then
I didn't know that's what it was called.
But you were pinching on it.
There's Roger. What is this? He goes, that pinch of mine. And I went to music school, but they didn't even talk about that back then.
Yeah, because they were gay.
Oh my God.
That's fucking funny. I love just that you bring that up. Like when I was just watching Incantation at MDF, so John comes out and he's like, we were actually, me and my band were making a joke about it. We got a shout out to, and then he listed off like 15 people that were in Incantation. So we were, because we've fallen out with some band members, but I love that. I was like, I really respect that. I really appreciate that he can say, oh, we're on good terms. We've had 20 people in the band, but it's not like I'm up here saying, and fuck all of them, blah, blah, blah.
Totally.
I appreciate that. That was really important for me. Again, I've had fallen out with band members, but I learned something every step of the way from all the people, and every person I was with, like, pushed me to the next level.
Yeah.
So I think that's really important, especially as you're, maturing as a band, to just know, like, hey, we're not here for a long time. We're here for a good time. This is what it was about. I'm sure you have different, like I said, you were working on the interuterine stuff. There were different eras of the band, and all of them had a kind of either a different code of conduct based on who you were with, and everything had a different vibe. So with all that being said, moving forward, are you guys working on new stuff? What could fans expect from you? What do you see the vision for what you guys want? What do you still want to accomplish with what you're doing?
Well, I know he's got a whole fucking paragraph to say.
Yeah. They start sweating anytime we give him the mic.
Yeah. So, I mean, dude, we're just going with the flow right now. I mean, we just put Discontinued out last year. We're still riding on that one. And we basically got to kind of get together with Heller because he's in Texas now, and he's our main songwriter with Ron. So they got to get together, pool their ideas, and we got to try to extrapolate what we're going to do next as far as another record. We might want to do something with Nikhil on maybe guitar, Ron on guitar, maybe me on vocals. Maybe they'll get somebody better. We just kind of, we wanted to do something with Malig with these guys too, but we felt that it might step on some toes, and we asked, and they were like, we kind of, I'd rather be there for that writing session kind of thing. So
I get what you're saying. And before I forget, writing wise, are you guys are you collaboratively writing, or are you coming up, hey, I got do you guys write full songs?
Like
it used to be way more collaborative.
Well, Ron used to come. No, Ron would come in with homework. He would come in. He's like, dude, I got 3 riffs. Check them out. And we would pick them apart, or just say those are killer as is, or maybe add this, or maybe do that.
This is gay.
And yes, and then we would go that way. But then our writing style has kind of evolved to where Mike and Ron really flesh things out, and then they give us drums and guitar and kind of send us files and say, what do you guys think? And we could kind of fine tune things, maybe say, play this one more measure, whatever the fuck. Yeah. And that's kind of like how we've been doing it since, I would say, Malignant Future.
Okay.
Yeah, because Epilogue was the last one that I was involved in. I'm a hindrance. I take too long because I'm pointing out the gay riffs. I'm pointing out the riffs that
someone needs
don't
to.
Sound like Malignancy, because I'm the fucking curator. I'm like, no.
Fine. So as we're wrapping up, you know what I mean? What could people expect from you? Let me get that from you. What do you see the future for the guy? Are you guys are you looking to play out, or you want to get on some festivals? What would you like to do with the band? What should the fans expect from you? Leave them with that.
Yeah, well, we're gonna write. We're under contract, so you're definitely getting one more Malignancy album before we die. So that's definite. And then we'll play every festival that could get it. Makes us the offer. That's it. We play. We don't tour that much anymore, like long-term tours, because the money isn't good enough compared to what we make to survive in New York. There should always be a musicians union. And if it wasn't death metal, the New York bands should have paid the most, and the Cali bands, because we have the highest rent in the country. Yeah. So, and that's it. So I gotta say, you haven't seen the last of me. I'll be on tour with Pyrexia in August, all through Europe, and then I'll be in tour in November with, I can't even announce it yet, but Pyrexia, we got U.S. tour coming with some heavy hitters. So. And then hopefully I don't lose my day job after that one. But I only got 30 months left of the day job. I'll be retiring and doing music full time. So you see a shit ton of me, whether it's YouTube or fucking live. But I will be out there. So Malignancy and any venture I have, Pyrexia, Demo, Listen Hammer, you'll be seeing us, guaranteed.
And then definitely you guys plug all your shit that for all the people who can't get enough of you.
For sure. New Anal Stab Wound EP coming out next month. Yeah, it's been a long time in the works. Relics of Humanity, I'll be filling in on their tour with Pyrexia, so that'll be a month in Europe. Looking forward to that.
Fuck yeah.
Pretty much what I've got going on.
Awesome.
We got a new Reeking Aura album in the works. That's probably going to come out sometime next year. New Trog album probably sometime next year also.
Sick. And then say that.
Oh yeah, so the new Pyrexia out this summer. Unholy, Gravitas Entertainment. Fuck yeah, dude! We worked really hard on this one to make it sound the way it always should have sounded. So Pyrexia, Unholy, this summer. Support us on tour, and buy the album.
Gentlemen, thank you very much. It's been an honor and a privilege.
Appreciate it, Patrick.
Good one.
Cheers, bro. Hell yeah.
Thank you so much.
Some weight there.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
My undercarriage is slight.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here with another lifer, Vincent Crowley.
How's it going?
Appreciate you talking with me, and I appreciate you coming out.
Yeah, gotta support the scene, man.
Yeah. Have you worked with the Hells guys before?
Yeah, they actually sell our stuff. They put out some shirts. They have our merchandise, so
Yeah.
deal with them all the time.
They've done a really good job of pushing out old stuff, getting some of that old, demos and stuff more available to the public.
I think Hell's Headbangers is like a big reason the underground's still alive, because they really have a following that's away from the mainstream.
And they really stick to their own code where they don't let other people tell them what to do.
Absolutely.
All of us appreciate that about them.
Yeah.
I'm real curious about talk about for the fans that are interested. You're doing some of the Ashron stuff, and then you start going with the Vincent. What was the decision to go as Vincent Crowley?
Well, we were going to end Ashron on the. We did our last album in 2014, Cult of Sasis, and then I wanted to enjoy it. We didn't really play a lot before, so.
Were you having a hard time with the musicians for touring and stuff? Or?
Yeah, I mean, but I found some guys that were willing to do it. We continued. We played a lot of shows, went in different countries, did stuff that we hadn't done before.
Yeah. Any highlights for you?
Oh, they're all highlights over there. I mean, like Peru and Brazil, and I mean, it's
fucking awesome.
It's just great.
Great black metal scene down in South America.
Absolutely.
We did Colombia and Ecuador. My band, we had so much fun.
Yeah, you'll have a great time when you go there, especially for
Mexico
metal.
too for black metal.
Oh, Mexico. We actually did a show in Monterrey, and we hadn't done Monterrey in 20 years before that. And the first time was insane. I mean, we had a full house. I mean, crazy fans, and when we came back, and it was just, we never left. It was great.
Were you enjoying the food while you were there?
Oh, absolutely.
Dude, it is the best food. South America doesn't hold a candle to the fucking Mexican food.
Right.
So I interrupted you in the middle of talking of the genesis of going over to Vincent Crowley.
Well, I've always wanted to do something else, because I've done Ashron for so many years, and I've always wanted to do something horror-based, and I wanted to, do something that had the old school death metal, but musically have more, almost like King Diamond, Candlemass, Merciful Fate, Black Sabbath.
Some of that classic heavy metal influence.
Yeah, and my biggest influences are like Alice Cooper and King Diamond and stuff. So I wanted to do a project like that. So Art Taylor, our guitarist in Ashron, we were writing music towards the end of Ashron, and it didn't really fit.
Okay,
and
because you wanted to branch out and incorporate a little more of that heavy metal influence.
And I thought, well, let's rework some of these songs and just record,
Yeah.
And we ended up doing several songs, took it to the studio, recorded, and then trying to think of a name. And actually, I was doing shows under Vincent Crowley.
Okay.
I was going to just tour. And Art was like, "Why don't we just use your names like King Diamond did?" You
didn't have to press them for the solo band stuff. That was what I was like, was this?
And the funny thing is, it's not a solo band. It's
not.
Yeah, because in fact, there's a more solid unit in Vincent Crowley than there has been in Ashron throughout the years, and those guys are just as important as me in the band. And it's been a great ride. And just like how King went into King Diamond after Merciful Fate. That's kind of like the idea we took. And
I see. So you not only did you take musical inspiration, but you saw some inspiration just in how they conducted their stuff.
Absolutely.
And this has worked out well for you then.
Yeah, it's been great. And, you know, after doing this, we've done 2 Vincent Crowley albums, and it's so funny, you do something and then start feeling, man, I kind of miss the Asheron stuff.
Yeah.
So I got the band back to do some limited shows, and that's evolved with so much support from the fans I started writing, and I'm like, I guess we're going to have to do another album. So we're going to take our time, but next year, hopefully, we'll be recording a new album.
So your plans are to do both concurrently?
Absolutely.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
Can you tell when you started doing those Vincent albums, was that a big leap from the Asheron stuff? Was there, as far as the way you conducted it, recording, did you have a different process for that?
Yeah, with Asheron, it was more kind of go in, get the real aggressive raw take. With the Vincent Crowley stuff, it's more about the atmosphere and trying to capture that. And it wasn't, you know, necessarily being all aggressive.
Yeah.
With that. It's almost, and in the early Asheron, we had more of the dark evil feeling, a lot of doom stuff. So this is like kind of like my slower, eviler stuff.
Yeah.
No, it's horror. And then the Asheron stuff I'm writing now is just punching in the face. It's old school, kind of like influenced by some of the more aggressive stuff from the past, but also influenced by other stuff during our catalog.
Could you talk just some of the influences, people that you really like for that aggressive style?
I mean, I'm the old school, so it's like Sodom and Bathory and Venom and Celtic Frost and, you know.
Classic first wave.
Yeah, it's so funny when Asheron first put our first album out, so many people go, they're influenced by Deicide. It's like, I love Deicide, but I was doing this
way before I heard that.
The same time that Glenn and all those guys were doing that. So it wasn't like, you know, I took a formula. That's just kind of what came out and stuff.
You guys were drinking from the same well?
Yeah, absolutely. In Florida, as you could tell, I mean, it's a sunshine state, but we brought a lot of darkness to it.
Yeah. Good for you guys.
Yeah.
Huge legacy and lineage of amazing bands from Florida. I put you guys in there. I think that's awesome. Horror-wise, I know there's a lot of people that would be interested as far as films or maybe even literature goes. What were some of your favorites or stuff that maybe influenced the songwriting?
I mean, Lovecraft and Poe are definitely probably the biggest for the vibe and the whole thing of that, you know. Horror movies, I'm a big horror fan. I love everything from the old classics to the cheesy to the fucking more insane.
Yeah.
I'm very wide-ranged in that. So.
Okay.
So it's kind of been, it's like I'm living my dream because I get to do 2 things that I'm passionate about. You know?
Mm-hmm.
So.
And that's awesome. So, and I see how that comes with the territory as far as when you start doing the Vincent stuff, coming from that more traditional heavy metal background, that kind of comes in with a little bit different of a creative process.
Yeah. I think even with that and Asheron, when the death metal scene kind of blew up in Florida, everyone started to go a little different route of sound. I was still back in the 80s, you know?
Yeah.
So there's definitely that separation between the bands and what was going on at that time. And I think that kind of gave us a different fan base in some ways.
Definitely.
Because obviously you listen to some Cannibal Corpse or some Deicide, Asheron's not as, you know, punch in the face.
But they were once that blew up, they were off to the races as far as trying to push that in a little more modern direction.
Right, exactly.
And you were already old. Even then, you were still a bit rebellious and saying, "No, we gotta really respect the classics."
Absolutely.
Killer. So go again. Just for what you're working on now. What should people expect from you?
We had an album called The Final Conflict last Days of God. This new project is it's not a follow-up, but it definitely theme-wise kind of goes after that album. And it's going to be very aggressive. It's about the new age of Lucifer. And it's almost like the apocalyptic shit that's happening, but more in a storytell.
Yeah.
So I just observe what's going on, all the chaos and shit, and it's like, there's a reason.
Yeah. Anything that influences you philosophically as far as occultism goes?
Everything really does. I mean, one thing, you know, when I stepped down from the Church of Satan, you know, I still consider myself, I live a satanic lifestyle. I don't consider myself a Satanist because that term has gone all over the place these days.
Got widely commercialized, mainstream.
I have my own personal beliefs, but like with the occult, there's anything goes when it comes. If it's something that's interesting, I take to it.
Is your process more so searching for whatever gets a rise out of you, whatever?
Yeah, absolutely. If it resonates with me, that's what I'm going to use, and it doesn't matter where it comes from.
Where do you see the future of the metal scene? You think we're in danger?
It's hard to say. I mean, there's definitely a lot of hiccups in the road, and I think the biggest part now is the whole politically correct cancel culture thing and trying to censor shit and bands and people. If you don't like something, just don't buy it, don't listen to it, don't support it. You don't have to like try to blacklist bands, and that whole thing is so anti-metal to me because it's like it was all built on rebellion in the first place.
I totally agree with you, and that was something I did an interview with Justin. That was a big topic that we talked about. I completely agree with you. Have people given you a hard time with that? Have you had any hiccups in the road from PC warrior types?
Absolutely. In the past, they'll dig up something, and then you say something or you post something or, you know, put something on an album they don't like and they interpret it their own way. It's like as an artist, you have to kind of go with what you have. You know, you could put a rock on something. Maybe that rock symbolizes something that's totally not what a definition of a rock is, you know, and you're not going to know it if you're not the artist. And I think these people just try to fucking give their own labels to things. And in fact, I did, Bob, who used to play drums in Asphyx, he and I, Asheron and Asphyx, did a show in Holland.
Okay.
And we were talking about this, and we were like, this whole cancel culture shit's bullshit. So we started a band called Infidel Reich.
Okay.
And the reason we use that term is like, if that doesn't piss these fuckers off, nothing will.
Yeah.
I said, but we'll be strategic. We're not going to put shit on the album. It's just going to be kind of like that, you know, don't judge a book by its cover.
Sure.
And the lyrics are talking about society, shit like that. We're not taking any political stance. We're not taking any religious stance. We're not taking anything like that. But it was a way to kind of shake the cradle and, you know, wake the baby up. And they definitely didn't, you know, we have some great fans, but the mainstream did not like it and got accused of doing shit. And I always love that because I can come back and give you the, okay, what on this album is, you know, so bad.
Prove it. Yeah. And they don't have anything.
No, not at all.
I appreciate you talking about it just because there's a big influx of new people coming to extreme music, and I really don't think they understand this part of it. Yeah. So I make sure whenever I talk to anyone who, especially like a lifer like you are, I make sure they can hear it from you, so from people like you, so they can understand what this genre was really founded on.
I mean, really, especially when you're younger, you're just a fucking misanthrope.
Yeah.
And that's what it was all based around. I mean, just hating shit around you and like the things that are happening. And if you used symbols or fucking words and shit like that's not politically correct, it didn't necessarily mean you were racist or a Nazi.
I don't see anyone saying Slayer or Nazis for Angel of Death.
Exactly. Well, they did back in the day, but that lasted like what, 2 seconds?
Those none of those people are going to come for Slayer now.
Right. And again, they're targeting the smaller bands. You're not targeting Pantera. You might say something about Pantera, but they're still playing arenas or whatever. And, you know, they're hitting, you know, Horna and they're hitting Marduk and they're hitting, you know, bands like that. And I always think it's funny. They label these bands that, and these bands go to foreign countries with non-white people all the time. And it's like, that would be the most ridiculous thing for a racist to do. So
is to go be hanging out in South America because they're not doing it for the money.
Exactly.
In South America.
Exactly.
That's what I always say. I'm like, dude, they're definitely not going there to be rock stars. Right. Not that they don't treat you well and you have a great time, but I was absolutely. No one's going there for the money. Yeah. They're going there because they love doing what they're doing.
And the people are great there. They are a scene that's, I mean, I'm glad in my lifetime I got to experience going over there.
And I really appreciate that about their scene, just because they don't have that trendiness going on now where they're not as, and they just have a bit more of appreciation, because here, I think we're spoiled here, where we have a lot of things.
Yeah.
So that's where you get, I think, a lot of this, when you're talking cancel culture, I think it's more personally motivated. Maybe a band wants to steal a slot, or people think, oh, if I can make someone else look bad, it makes me look good.
Absolutely.
And that's bullshit.
It's all about picking up and tearing down. That's what they love to do. They'll make you the biggest band, they'll rip you right down, or they'll give you a bunch of exposure and try to find something bad. And that's just humans, you know. That's why I'm glad. It's like I've enjoyed my many years of doing this, and I mean, I love the fans. They fucking support us, but it's like I do this for me.
Yeah.
It's like if I didn't do this, I'd be in a nut house, you know. It's just,
me too.
So you know how it is.
I'm sure you have a bit more of appreciation for those people who aren't trendy like that, who are more dedicated to actually looking at the art instead of trying to make something.
What's popular. You know, that's the biggest thing, you know. I see some great bands come through cities and no one goes, but if it's a big package with all the fucking, you know, commercialized fucking, they're fucking packing the shit. And it's like, where are you when the underground bands come or the...
And where were you 5 years ago?
Exactly.
Trying to shut it down. So I'm in complete agreement with you, just that the foundation of the genre is to be extreme, is to explore the dark side of art. I appreciate you for doing that. And I appreciate you for sticking to your guns, just because the more people fold to that shit, the more empowered those people are going to feel, and they're going to try it. And I think it's already on its way out.
I do too, honestly. I mean, I just noticed the fans are getting sick of it. I noticed fucking people are just going, because I think a lot of people took this like kind of lazy way of just, oh, let's laugh at these people. Let's you know, talk shit about people. Now it's getting to the point where, hey, my favorite band's playing and they're not loud.
Yeah.
Fuck you, you know?
Yeah,
That's not going to happen. You're going to take your fucking... You can protest all you want across the street, but stay the fuck out of my fucking venue. You know what I mean?
And it's just like this is a space for metal people. This has been what it's been the whole time.
Yeah.
So poser mentality.
Absolutely.
I'm sure a lot of people are stoked for you guys tomorrow. Is there anyone you're looking forward to playing with? And is there anyone maybe you've played with before?
There's so many good bands out there to fucking play with. I've got to play with so many good bands.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if I played with King Diamond before I died, that would be the ultimate thing, or Merciful Fate.
Yeah.
That has been a goal my whole life. So, who knows, you know? But that's the one band I would love to fucking play with.
Awesome. Yeah, and then so have you done any of the festivals with Hell's Headbangers before? Is this your first time playing a show that they put on?
Well, we're not playing their show. We're playing the show tonight at the No Class.
And sure, but it's part of their part of the whole thing.
Yeah, that's the first time.
Okay.
Yeah, so Justin's been great. I mean, everybody at Hell's Headbangers has been awesome. They've always been really cool. No Class, they bring those bands without, you know, censoring and stuff. So it's great. And playing with Deceased, Nunslaughter, and Molder, it's going to be a fucking killer.
Legends.
Time, man.
Bunch of lifers, including you. I got to talk to Fowley earlier. Entertaining guy.
Yeah, I bet.
Very entertaining guy. And he had a lot to say about posers and the commercialization of music. And it's awesome you guys are all united on that. And I know Hell's Headbangers is on that. And Hell's Headbangers is doing what they need to do to fucking show those people, here's how you really do the underground.
Absolutely. I agree.
I appreciate you talking to me so much.
No problem, man.
Your stuff's going to be awesome. Thank you so much. Anything you want to plug or anything people look out for? You look out for the Asheron stuff you're doing. And
I mean, right now, we're just working on the Asheron stuff. If you want, we have the last Vincent Crowley album, Anthology of Horror. That's out on Hammerheart Records. You can get that on Amazon if you don't.
Straight from them, or get it from
Hell's Headbangers has all our stuff.
And Hell's has the merch.
Yeah, for sure. So check it out, support us, and hopefully we'll see everybody on the road.
Support the real. Appreciate you so much.
No problem, brother.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here with some of the dudes from Molder, and I got the JDawg himself. I got to say, Molder, as a newer band, you really have done a good job for yourself, as JDawg has not deemed you as twinkcore.
Yeah, I don't know how we managed that one, but like I'm definitely stoked on that for sure. Yeah.
That's because a lot of these new bands are not going to make the cut.
Oh, 100% agreed. Some of the bands that don't make the cut, I myself am very shocked about.
What is even twinkcore?
We got
watch the channel.
We got the man here himself if he wants to explain a little bit. What makes these guys cut from the cloth?
I guess I don't know. Our
Not
waistbands are pretty large.
Well, I can't say
pass him the mic.
Can't say I'm super familiar with the genre of that non-heterosexuality, but the band names I do know that I know would apply are such offenders as Slaughter to Gay Vale, Motionless and White, I think is one of them. Who are the other ones out there?
Some shit like that.
I don't know that was Twink. I thought it was like bands like Tomb Mold or whatever. Which I don't.
They're Twink. They're Twink Mold, not Twink Core.
All right, fair enough. But nonetheless, good
I'd
band.
rather be associated with Tomb Mold than whatever you're calling it.
Yeah, but no, I don't listen to mall metal. So yeah.
Very cool. You guys have been here quite a few times now.
Yeah.
You were on the Mortician gig, correct?
Yeah, one of them.
So what's were these guys bringing you out, or what's your connection here as far as getting out to Cleveland? Because I know you guys are from outside of Chicago.
Justin and Lindsay, I guess really just Emma at No Class, just getting brought out there. Like the first time we went on tour and played there, we really hit it off with her, Mike, that whole crew, and we really just had a good time. So it just kind of turned into like home away from home, like a good place to play. They take care of us. The crowd's always cool. It's always a good show. So
killer.
Yeah.
What made these guys make the cut?
Oh, I just, honestly, man, for music for me in general, it's not a formula.
Yeah.
If I listen to something, it's got to get some type of emotional response out of me, and I have to feel it. If I don't, I don't. And that's why I love it when people are like, dude, you got to check this out. It's fucking heavy, bro. You're going to love it. I'm like, I've heard lots of heavy stuff. There's lots of heavy bands out there.
There's a lot of heavy stuff.
I was like, so when you put it on, does it get something out of me or doesn't it? And, when you listen to Molder, what's cool about what I liked about that is it's what I would consider second generation death metal, 90s style death metal. You can hear those like catchy thrash riffs in there too. So it's not stale and boring. And, live, I think that they have a good energy where you kind of like you watch old videos because if you weren't there at the time. And it was a little predating me. If you watch early stuff by like Sinister, Morbid Angel, and their good airs, like you could see, just go YouTube it. You could just see there's a distinct energy difference. Mm-hmm. As opposed to most bands of today. It's just stale and fucking boring. And I think they're one of the bands that kind of bring a very similar feel to that. So that's the live aspect. But the music is it's catchy and memorable, but still actual real death metal. And it doesn't sound like everybody else. Obviously, JDawg's vocals are similar to goddamn Asphyx and shit.
Yeah.
But not just another...
it's a good comparison.
But it's
JDawg.
MVD, dude.
A lot of stuff, because I got, especially probably about 10 years ago or stuff, I really started to get sick of the Swedish death metal.
Yeah.
It's because there were so many bands.
The HM2 sound got really washed out.
Yeah.
Got really overblown.
Yeah. So just not, if I put something on and I can emotionally feel it, get something out of me, and all the check marks hit, then you're in for me. But,
so you guys have clearly done some of your homework for some of the classics.
Oh yeah, I mean definitely. It's like all I really care about.
You want to talk a little about some of your biggest influences for doing what you guys have done?
I mean, not really. I think it's pretty evident. Like Obituary, Autopsy, Pestilence, Asphyx, as far as just like the vocal shit go. But like I love Impetigo, Blood, Pungent Stench. I love shit like Disrupt, Sacrilege, DRI, Suicidal Tendencies, fucking Exodus, blah 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 blah. Like I love Bay Area thrash. I love death metal. I love grindcore. Whatever have you. But yeah, I don't know. I think if you listen to the band, it's pretty clear like what I heavily fuck with as I guess just kind of replicate it, pay homage to it, whatever.
That's good. So you wear your influences on your sleeve.
Oh, yeah,
but you guys are able to do that in a way that isn't totally, just bullshit the way you regurgitate stuff. I feel like you have your...
We're fortunate to have like replay value where it's not just the like same old shit. And like there's an awful lot of that. And like, I don't know, like I fuck with a lot of that still, but I understand like to some it's just, I don't know, there's just a lot of oversaturation of really any kind of sound.
Yeah.
And I don't think like the whole Pestilence death, like Autopsy, like proto-death, like early, like 90s, late 80s death metal thing is like new to anybody, obviously. So
yeah, but I do think that is lost on a lot of people now. Just a lot of people are more so in that middle for the resurgence. So appreciate that from you guys. Yeah. You're from Joliet, correct?
Yeah, just outside of Chicago.
Just outside of Chicago. Yeah. Any bands you want to rep from there?
Morbidity, sick.
Rotted.
Yeah,
Rotted, fucking awesome.
Fucking
another
awesome.
OG Maggot Stomp release.
Dylan.
Morgue.
Yeah, Morgue.
Okay.
After you're talking old school shit, Melting Rot, my other band, Organ Failure, Bifid Corpse is super fucking happening right now. Honestly, there's a lot of really cool shit. Chicago's got good shit to offer. Bear Mace.
I'm super stoked. Next month, I'm going out to that Autopsy gig with Cardiac Arrest, who are another OGs from Green Grocers. Good guys.
Yeah, great guys.
Shout out to Adam from Cardiac Arrest who hooked us up.
Adam, Tom, Nick, fucking all of you.
Dave, Nick, everyone.
So not your first time chilling with the Hell's Headbangers guys?
No, absolutely not.
Have you been to any of the events they did before?
No, I wasn't able to make the Hell's Head Bash. I was a wee little kid. My daddy wouldn't drive me.
The Hell's Head Bash.
But yeah, no, just been buying from the label since I was able to have internet access and whatnot. Use my mom's credit card for shit.
Yeah.
I don't know, just come to stuff out here, just met them at no class and just, I guess, try and link up every time we're out here, even if they're going to the show or not, whatever.
Totally. Anyone you're stoked to play with tonight? You're playing with some real legends and deceased. I got to talk to Fowley.
I mean, Vincent Crowley will be really fucking cool. It'll be interesting to see that. But Nunslaughter, of course, deceased, of course. It's a
big homie fest tonight. The vibes are going to be real nice tonight. So.
Yeah, I'm gonna get fucked up. I'm gonna have a good time.
Exactly.
And we play.
What's your poison of choice?
Gonna get fucked up.
What's your poison of choice? Budweiser.
No, I mean out here probably. Well, I guess they have old style out here at no class, don't they?
I don't know.
Sometimes I'm a hazard.
It's not for you.
Whatever's
That's
going down
beer.
and
I
tastes
like
good.
old style.
Whatever has.
That's
more
a classic
alcohol.
Chicago beer.
If it's just as long as it's not Bud Light or Budweiser, I mean, I'll
fuck
drink
Bud Light.
But I mean, I'd rather drink Budweiser than Bud Light. But as long as it's just nice, cool, cold piss water, I'm chill.
And did you guys come out here for this? Or you got a couple more gigs?
No, just this. We're just hanging out. We go to Europe in a week, so if you're in Europe,
where are you going out in Europe?
Eastern Europe, so
all over.
Wow, Eastern.
We ended up Obscene Extreme.
You guys are doing Obscene Extreme? I did it last year. It was awesome.
2 weeks with Contusion. Look us up online and look at the dates. I don't fucking know where exactly we're going.
UK,
but
Germany, and
okay, so all Western Europe too.
Yeah.
I was gonna say Eastern.
I filmed.
Have you guys been to Obscene before?
No,
never been out of the country.
Yeah, I've never been to Europe.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I guess you could say Hawaii is still one of the states, but I mean, everyone was like,
where you on? You were on the Volcanic Strike?
Yeah.
I would love to play that. That's a sick.
So
gig.
this is
shout out Palau, fucking awesome dudes.
Yeah, Palau, the homies, everybody at the playground.
Oh, dude, you're gonna love Obscene Extreme.
Oh yeah, I'm looking forward to it, dude.
Fucking awesome. Anything you want people that you did the record in 2024 with Prosthetic?
Yeah.
Are you working on new stuff?
Not really. We got a new split coming out. I don't know if we're really allowed to say who it's with, but I'm pretty sure fucking Don already said on your channel. But it's with Nunslaughter at the very least. That's all I'll say. And then two other bands. Yeah, Nun's Laughter, and then two other bands. And I don't know who's putting that out. I don't really care. I get to step back on this one and just fucking record for once and not take the reins. So that's sick. That should be done hopefully once we get back from Europe.
You got good quality control in place to make sure none of that twink influences get in there?
We just get high and play Black Sabbath.
You know what I mean?
Okay, so then I think you're probably good.
And when you see who we're doing this with, I think everyone will be all right. He was right to say that. But other than that, Prosthetics sold. I don't know if we're on this new label or not. So all things considered, probably just going to go with our boy here, Dog Pound. But yeah, they're already doing a re-release for Vanished Cadavers, which should be out considerably soon. I'm not sure when, but keep your eyes peeled. It's available for pre-order already.
I think that's the date's next week. Right now, if it arrives on time, but I'm pretty sure it's scheduled for next week.
We were going to play the album in full tonight, but because the album's not here, we're just going to do a normal set list.
Good old easy. Good old easy.
You can email Eric about that for sure.
So maybe next time we could get you to do the full album.
Oh, yeah, that's another thing. We'll be back in Cleveland August.
We'll remember it by then.
Yeah, you guys will.
I can't speak on it too much. Lineup will be revealed soon. It's a really fucking good one. But actually, September 1st, excuse me. So Monday, Labor Day, in Cleveland. It's between two venues right now. You'll see what's happening.
But it's nothing I have my head up my ass. I didn't
No, I haven't said anything about it. It's brand new information. It's top secret.
These guys are a little elusive.
That's right. It's Heavy Metal TMZ, dude. If you don't know, you don't know. But once you do,
you'll be getting some Bade Skeeds asking about it.
Oh yeah. But yeah, I'll see you tomorrow, buddy. Yeah.
Well, Mulder, appreciate you guys talking to me.
Yep. Cheers.
Legend, of course, chilling with the JDawg. Thank you so much. Have a great gig tonight.
Yep.
And enjoy the weekend.
Likewise.
Yeah, it was cool just standing here and listening to you guys. It was a great interview, man. Great interview. Before I get called a canoe in the fucking comments for just standing here with my dick in my hand. It was a great interview. It's great.
They're brutal in that comment side. There's a couple comment warriors here that I talked to. Yeah. And they were naming names.
Thankfully, the last video, everybody just praised my mom for having good taste in music. Nobody fucked me up like they fucked up.
I stopped reading.
Everyone gets one where you get positive. Next one, you're getting fucking torn up.
Yeah, no, I'm ready for the comment section. I'm about to get destroyed.
You hear that comment section?
Join the club.
Do that. No, it's okay.
Appreciate you guys.
Say it to his face, dude.
No.
Probably cry.
Yeah, if you be a man, say it to my face. I'm really not confrontational.
I'm out of here.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you don't know the man I'm with right now, you don't know shit about Cleveland death metal. I'm here with a legend, Brian Baxter. Thank you so much for taking the time.
I gotta say, I love these mics. Nice and soft and pedalable microphones. Very cool.
That means a lot coming from you. Yeah. Because I know you've seen a handful of microphones in your time.
Yeah. And this one doesn't shock me or anything. So
well, I could work on it later. Maybe if it was raining like it was the past couple days, we could make that happen.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to rain this weekend, which is good. But then again, if it rains, who cares, dude? Metal's indoors. So, yeah, going to be a good weekend. I'm super pumped. So,
dude, fuck yeah. So, let's start off. Rottrivore's playing?
Yeah.
And
Rottrevore.
This is recent for you. Is Rottrevore?
Yeah. I joined not too long ago. Been a fan of the band since like the early 90s. So, for me, jumping in with them was actually really good. And, just going really well. We're totally on fire right now and got the band sounding better than ever. So, yeah, we're really, really pumped for Dead by Dawg tomorrow. We're going to go out there and kill it. So, yeah, it's good that, the band's going, full time. We're also working on a brand new CD. We're like 6-7 songs deep into brand new material, which tomorrow we're going to play 4 new ones.
Fucking awesome.
So, yeah, it's good to see things are going. We're going in the right direction, so I'm pretty pumped. Glad to be in Rottrevore and having a hell of a lot of fun, dude.
Dude, total legacy band. Yeah, and I haven't seen you for about a year. Last time I was at Embalmer Jam Spaces. Last time we were kicking it or whatever. So you're not active with them. Is this full time for you now? Is Rottrevore main project or whatever?
I got Rottrevore. Obviously, still got Regurgitation. We're gonna probably have a new guitar player soon. Also got Sodomized, the old band, me and Dan and Regurg. It's our old band from like the early 90s. We're doing that again, and that's going really well. Working on new stuff for that. Also doing Syphilic, working on the new record. I think I got 4 more tunes to do for that new CD, so I'm hoping to get that done in July.
Dude, you're a fucking busy man then.
Yeah.
You got quite a bit going on.
Yeah, I got my cover band still doing like old back in the day.
13th Hour, plug that.
11th Hour, yeah.
11th Hour.
Yeah, close. You're only 2 off. So yeah, I just like to jam, have fun, dude.
I would not be in my journalistic integrity if I didn't ask what the hell happened with Regurgitation. There were a lot of people, myself included, that were really stoked to see you guys because I wasn't around for the original run of the band.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, it sucks. Ben just left the band, couldn't do it anymore, which sucks. I mean, he's a brother. We love him to death. Yeah, he left the band, and we're currently trying to get, a new guitar player in the door. So hopefully we'll have all that settled soon and be back out there. But I look at it this way. It's like, we're upset that he left and all that. But at the same time, I think this may be a good thing because we can get somebody new and we can be a lot more active, because Regurg, I mean, we're just basically, we'll still jam every now and then and do like reunion shows. Like you may see something every 2 years. And, me personally, I'd like to do a lot more shows and put out a ton of new music, which, I got a lot of stuff written. Tony's got stuff written.
There's a lot of people that would be stoked to hear new Regurg stuff.
Yeah, drop a new Regurg record.
Have you found someone for the guitar position?
We're trying a couple people out. There's one in particular that I think might work out really well. It's not all 100% confirmed, but yeah, as soon as something happens, we'll let everybody know.
Awesome. And awesome you're working on it.
Yeah.
Just because, like I said, a lot of people are going to be fucking stoked, especially hearing new shit, especially whatever. Total classic. And partially thanks to Health. For reissuing it, for pushing it so hard to bring that to more people.
Definitely. Because, that made a huge difference. Hell's doing the LPs. They did the limited CD, DVD. And, I think, the way things are nowadays, we got a lot of, younger people into the band, through Hell's help.
Definitely. And because before that, it was for sure a forgotten or just real niche classic that everyone here in Cleveland knows.
Yeah.
But as far as getting around, I see a lot more people online.
Yeah.
People go back to that OG, brutal, fucking mid-90s shit.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm really happy with it. And, the rest of us in the band, we're ready to keep moving forward, man.
Dude, fucking awesome to hear that. Now tell me a little bit about linking up with the Rottrevore guys. Had you known them before?
Yeah. I've known Weber. I've known him for many, many years.
From way back in the day.
Yeah. I've been in the band since the beginning. I've seen every lineup of the band and every era. There's been, different lineup here and there. But I think now what we got going on is we definitely have the most solid lineup. Like Mark Mastro, he's an original member, is in the band too. So we're sounding better than ever, man.
Dude,
so,
fuck yeah.
Yeah, things are on fire in that camp, and we're just going to...
And they were going, because I remember before you joined, I remember seeing them posting, hey, we need... Well, what was it? They had some festival lined up, and their guy backed out last minute.
Yeah, they've gone through, I think, a lot of different people.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like, well, you just move on, and, you know, now we have a pretty solid lineup. All of us are really solid together, sounding killer together. So I think all that's just, you know, BS from the past. Let's move on.
No, totally,
you know? Dude. And especially, you know, with the new record, like the new songs are real heavy.
Okay.
Coming along real heavy. Then we're going to be in...
Do you have any recordings for that, or you're demoing stuff out still? Or?
Well, what I'll do is... like at practice, I'll record a lot of the practices.
Yeah.
And the newer stuff, I'll put the bass to it, you know, write my own bass to it and everything. And yeah, so I got like rehearsals of everything. But I know tomorrow we're going to play 4 brand new ones. So we're going to do a few off of Iniquitous because people love that. It's a classic. But yeah, we're going to be doing 4 brand new ones too. So yeah, things are going well in the band. I can't complain. I'm pretty happy about it.
Yeah.
We're going to keep this momentum going, you know, especially after the show. We're doing tomorrow, then we're going to do Rage Fest in Buffalo.
Killer with Jeffrey Standish.
Yeah,
Shout out Jeffrey Standish.
Yeah, Jeff Standish. Yeah, so that'll be cool. So
yeah, he'll be buying your shirts for sure.
Yeah, Jeff's a great guy, man. Really cool dude.
What can we expect? Because you got tomorrow, you're going to be set up with your bladed stand, correct?
Yeah.
Been a couple of good releases out on a bladed recently. Could you plug those for us?
Well, we just put out the Mutated Sex Organ.
Killer. And then for anyone who's not familiar with that, that's Noah from Nunslaughter with Joe doing a real sick old school gore grind feel with some kind of real hyper speed. But
it's killer.
I'll let you, real nasty shit.
I'm a huge gore grind fan.
Yeah.
And for me, it's like, you know, those guys are both good friends, but also, dude, that's some of the best gore grind coming out of the U.S. right now.
Dude, we do not have gore grind in Cleveland.
No, there isn't. And, you know, see some that is quality like that. It's, you know, real drums. You know, I'm pretty stoked. I'm glad to have it out, and I'm going to push the hell out of it. And then we're going to be doing some the old Sodomized stuff. I'm going to be putting on disc here real soon, too.
Okay.
So that'll probably be coming up, and yeah. Just keeping it going, man.
Yeah, the last time I saw you, I traded with you for, it was the Limb Splitter.
I still owe you some CDs. I ain't seen
That's
you
great.
So
yeah,
long,
no, you do. I was going to say.
CDs.
Yeah.
More of your stuff, you know?
We have a new record coming out. I'll have a bunch of stuff for you. But yeah, so going back to that, get me up to speed. The last time I saw you, I got some of those blood splattered Limb Splitter CDs from you. I got some of the special ones. There was a couple cum splattered, other releases after that.
With the cum splatter.
Get me up to speed since then. I'm sure you've done a good handful of releases.
Well, we got the Syphilic is out. The first 100 came with like pills and stuff like that.
yeah.
Blood splatter. Then the MSO that just came out about 2 weeks ago.
You were telling me a hilarious story about sourcing for some of the CDs, that for some of the Limb Splitter shit, you would be getting denied for some of the pressing plants. They'd be like, hell no, dude, I'm not doing this.
It's been that way. Like even back in the day in the, you know, mid to late 90s, the Lividity Fetish for the Sick, and I put that on. I had to go to 9 different places.
Dude, that's hilarious.
That CD. And we got it done, but yeah, it was.
You were able to find it domestically, or did you have to go all the way to Russia or something?
You know, get other people to do it. Like I would get the CDs done one place, and then the covers done elsewhere. You know, like a print shop that would print them at night when nobody was there. You know, content.
Yeah.
And hey, it worked. You know, we made it happen. It came out. You know, we didn't have to compromise any of the sick or offensive stuff. So,
and I admire you for doing that. I appreciate that. There's a lot of soft people in the scene now that would be wanting to do it.
Batches and, you know, real flaccid death metalers. Not a fan. You know, this is death metal. It's extreme. You know, it's going to be super offensive. And, you know, what if you get offended? You don't like it? Well, get the fuck out. You know?
Totally.
I mean, it's metal, you know?
It's brutal death.
Yeah.
I mean, there's one thing, whatever, you want to have whatever, but for brutal death, man, got to keep it sick. So I interrupted you. Keep going with getting me up to speed with some of the ablated releases since then.
Yeah, and so let's see, we have the Syphilic, the MSO, got the Sodomized coming out. There is going to be a couple new signings. We haven't finalized it yet, but a couple other new signings that are going to be happening real soon.
What, local stuff or guys from all over, domestically, international? What kind of stuff?
I do like Ohio stuff, but I also like stuff from everywhere, you know. So a little bit of this, a little bit of that, if it's good, you know. But yeah, the label's going really well.
How are you finding the people? Or is this people you've had contact with for a long time? Some newer bands or a lot of legacy stuff?
I'm mostly looking for like newer bands.
Okay.
You know, because I mean, I like to get the stuff out there and expose people. You know, so I'm more of a fan of, hey, let's get this, you know, new band that nobody's ever heard of, put the shit out, and, you know, hopefully get them some fans and people interested in that kind of music, you know.
Dude, killer, because it's an underrepresented genre now.
Yeah. I mean, I like doing the label. It's fun. I enjoy doing it. I enjoy getting people into new sick music and all that. So for me, it's fun, you know. That's why I resurrected the label. I was like, I missed it. It was a lot of fun, and so, yeah, we're back at it. I have fun with it, dude.
Dude, yeah, and I've gotten great shit from you. I appreciate you carrying our shit.
I need more of it. I mean,
we got a new album coming out. That's sick.
I know you guys were real busy for a while there doing all sorts. You did Extreme Obscene, I think.
Yeah, we did Obscene Extreme, and then we just did Maryland Death Fest. Yeah. Now we're on a little low period. We had actually 2 labels fall through. That we're doing our new record, so we had to. Now this is about to come out, so we're waiting on that to go set up more shit. But
I mean, you guys are super active. I like to see that. For me, I respect bands that are super active.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
Out there, that you're probably losing tons of money, but you're out there having fun, getting your music out there. I'm all about it, dude. I respect that. You know, even if say there's certain bands out there that people think are gay or don't like them. But it's like, well, you know what? You got to respect that. You know, these bands are.
And what are you saying? Are you saying we're one of those bands? Or something?
No, not Abraded, not you guys. But there's other.
Yeah, you heard that.
You know, I'm sure people can fill in the blanks, but at the same time, these bands are being active, so I totally respect that.
Totally. You know? Yeah, and it's a fucking grind. I know no one is fucking making money on that. But yeah, we had an amazing time. Maryland Death Fest was fucking awesome.
Oh, yeah.
Favorite band I had to see, dude. I was new to it. I had never seen them before. Malignancy blew my mind.
Killer,
I'm so excited. They were just laser fucking tight. Just stop on a dime.
Always are.
I'm very excited to see them tomorrow. Is there anyone you're excited to see?
Malignancy.
Amazing
I've
band,
seen them a ton of times, but yeah, they're always so killer. You know, it's one of those bands that, for me, like for this weekend, the tickets are like $50 or something, I think. And it's like, dude, that's almost worth it just to see Malignancy. They're that good.
Especially when he gets the special set in, because that's what's great for me. I was lucky enough to play with them over at Maryland Death Fest, but it'll be a new set. They were, for anyone who hasn't seen them, man, they were just laser fucking tight. I
don't want to miss them. Great dudes, super tight band, killer music. I mean, one of those bands that you really can't say anything bad about them.
No, just legends in the fucking.
Good. So yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to see them the most tomorrow for sure. So I'll make sure I get nice and baked.
Yeah, I'll be with you with that. Brian, put me a cig, Brian.
Yeah. Hell yeah, man.
Yeah, killer. And then so that's great with the ablated stuff, and for the whole time, Hells has been an asset. For distributing the shit. I really got a lot of game from you hanging out. I appreciate you having me any of the times you had me over to the practice room. I was chilling with the Embalmer dudes. But you really are on your distribution game. And I have to commend you for that, because you were like dead serious. I moved, did 1,000 of these, moved all of them. You knew the tips and the tricks. You've obviously been around for a while with that.
Well, it all boils down to hard work, dude. I mean, you want to get shit done. You got to work hard to make it happen. And to me, it's not really work, because, like I said, I enjoy it. I get pumped up, like, all right, we're going to, move this. We're going to hammer this out. We want to get this done, get this here, get this there,
Get it off of my hands and get it to the distributors.
And
I just,
new fans,
I like to ask people about that when I'm doing my interviews. I interviewed Thomas from Redefining. I interviewed JDawg, and just because I talk to a lot of bands, and they don't have any idea how to do that shit. You know what I mean? They're not used to being like hitting up all the distributors. You know what I mean? I'm at a point, I got Excel sheets of people who have festivals, people who have carried our stuff in the past, because you got to just rapid fire. If you want to really get that shit out, like you get those copies off your hands.
You have to be aggressive,
Yeah.
And I think where a lot of labels really fuck up is they're too lazy to carry other people's shit.
Yeah, and I don't think they have the confidence to really move shit.
And a lot of labels, they'll start up a label, but they don't have the means to sell the product.
Yeah.
Like for me, what I do, dude, I'll load up my truck plumb full.
Yeah.
Of everything that I can fit in the truck. Let's go to the show. Yeah, we'll unload it. We'll set it up. I mean, does it work? But you throw stuff on sale, make it available, give people a good price, and they'll buy it up at the shows. And it's a lot of work, but a lot of people don't want to put that type of work into it.
Even on top of that, and because I know you listen to our shit. You know what I mean? When I traded with you, you know what I mean? You even know what it is. So people, I'm sure, I think what's going to be real important moving forward, especially as AI and stuff really starts to take over, is that people have tastemakers they can trust, and people can trust people that can really curate a vibe. And you have yours dialed in with that OG mid-90s brutal death that really isn't being represented in a lot of the modern scene of death metal. There's a lot of resurgence for hardcore adjacent stuff, but you have that absolute OG mid-90s brutal death. So I know that I trust you, and I know a lot of other people trust you to be a curator for that style of strictly the sickest shit.
What I try to do too, people come to the booth. A lot of these people I know their tastes. And so I'll suggest some things, that they probably didn't hear. I'm like, dude, if you're into that, you got to check this out. You got to check this out. You're going to like these because I already know you like that. So you're going to love this.
Yeah.
And usually it works out really good. They're like, oh, dude, I got that home. You were right, bro. That's so killer. And, then, you build up trust with people, and, they'll take your suggestion on something that they've never heard before.
And that's fucking badass, man. Just that you're putting, not only are you putting in the time to distribute all your shit, trade with everyone, get it to all the labels, but then when you're taking shit in, you're fucking listening to it, you're archiving it, and you're saying, hey, this is what it's like. Salute to you, because that seriously is just so much effort that a lot of people aren't going to put in, and I hope people can learn that,
bro. For me, so it's that's just the way
you're in
life
too deep.
is. I love it. Death metal's a way of life, always will be. So just the way it is.
So tomorrow, Rottrevore, Ablated Records will be set up. You'll be distroing all thing. You got some people helping you sell shit.
Yeah. We got my girl right here. She's gonna be helping me out. So yeah, we're gonna be out there selling the sickness and playing the show, and I'm gonna be having a complete blast, dude.
Me too.
So, do a lot of partying, some smoking, some drinking. Obviously after Rotrevore's done, then I'll
keep it. You like to wait to. I try to wait until after the set to smoke.
Yeah, because I want to play good. I like to be super tight, and I don't want anything affecting, especially when people drive and come out and they do want to see you play. They want to hear these songs, and I don't want to be that asshole. It's going to be up there and just ruin people's time with the shitty show.
I can handle playing baked, but I cannot handle troubleshooting the equipment. That's my worst nightmare. I've done that too many times where I go, okay, I'm waiting until after to get fucking high.
You got to make sure all your gear's working, like for me, my bass was like in the last one. I was like, I think this battery's about dead. So, throw a new battery
for anyone who is interested in that while we're wrapping up, what are you playing?
I got my 5-string ESP LTD that I'm playing.
Okay,
tomorrow.
with the active pickups you're saying. And then what are you playing now?
Oh,
badass.
Yeah, it sounds really good. I got my dark glass head.
You like that? Is that the micro tubes?
Yeah, I love it.
You loved it.
The first ones. But see what I like too, it's got my distortion switch right on it. So it's like, hit a button. The thing weighs like 10 pounds and never let me down. So
awesome.
I'm sick. So I'll be there. Ready to jam. Yep. Yeah, so I'm pumped, man. Definitely pumped about everything.
Me too. Like I said,
good time.
If you're not familiar, you don't know shit. This is Mr. Brian Baxter with Rottrevore, Ablated Records, Regurgitation, bunch of other shit. Check it out for anyone interested. Brian, thank you so much.
Hey, thank you, Pat.
Appreciate you.
Hell yeah, brother.
Sup, doubles. What's up, man? This is my new friend here. I'm Patrick.
My name's Chris.
Pleasure to meet you, Chris. Thank you so much for sitting down with me, dude. Rottrevore was fucking awesome.
Thank you.
Absolutely, man. So my boy Brian Baxter is in the band now.
Yeah.
And the last time I saw Brian, so I used to go watch. I would chill at the embalmer practice room, watch them play. But I haven't seen him for a year. So the last time I saw him, he wasn't with you guys yet. So I'm really curious, and I'm sure there were a lot of Regurg fans here. There's a lot of people that love his shit. I'm sure a lot of people would be interested in hearing if you could talk a little bit about linking up with Brian.
Well, I literally felt like at one time I was begging him to join me in this band.
Really?
And he was just too occupied and too busy.
Yeah, but what, you always love this shit?
Yeah. But anyways, I don't know, it just took forever for things to come around, and like again, it felt like I was begging him. So now that he's here, I'm hoping we get some leverage with him.
Yeah, that's awesome. When I talked to him, he said you guys working on new stuff. Obviously, you played some newer songs.
Yeah.
When was the last time you were writing before that?
Oh, heck. I've been writing on and off all through the years when there hasn't been a band.
Okay. So do you have like a good like stockpile of material or what are you?
Personally, I got tons of material and we're only using just a tiny, tiny bit of it.
What's your process like for quality control?
Well, to me, the defining sound of death metal is the tonality of how the instrumentation and the instrumental side of it sounds, and it has to have the eerie, scary sound. And vocals is one component, but if it doesn't have the eerie, scary sound, the mysterious sound, and to me, that's my screening process. If it sounds neutral, that hardly works. It has to have a scary sound. Yeah.
I really relate to that because I totally agree with you. And I brought for my band in, I just brought in a guy who wasn't completely familiar with the style.
Yeah.
So that was something I had to really teach him to be like, hey, you really rarely do like a whole step jump, especially when you're holding chords out. You know what I mean? You always got to do step and a half. You got to do more like Phrygians, like just kind of like, there's all those qualities to it where it's like, to me, that's natural. Like, if it's not that, I agree with you. It's not death metal. If it doesn't have that suspense in the fucking, the way you're harmonizing like that. So, yeah, the shit's awesome. So, what do you do? Are you kind of solo writer? Or do you workshop the stuff with the band?
Well, we're trying to collaborate as a 3 and at times a 4-piece unit. But, like, in my what's the word, prolific maybe, I'm when I spend time on my own and I'm by myself, I'm creating ideas all the time, so I'm never short on ideas to make and develop chief rhythms to start a song. And so
what gets you going the most? Do you start with one riff that you really like, or like what gets you like?
Yeah, well, I don't know, it's almost like I draw influence from like another song, and then when I hear another song that really motivates me and inspires me, and then I kind of like hyper analyze it, and then I think, well, I need to make an answer to this song that I'm listening to, and so I want to make something where it's gonna have a lot of that core element of what I'm hearing, but at the same time I don't want to totally rip off what I'm hearing.
Yeah, totally.
So I could spend a lot of time really like reworking a riff or a rhythm or whatever repeatedly.
Yeah. I could tell. So the inspiration, were there formative people that really like inspired you to get like when you're talking about there's stuff that grabs you that you hear, either it could be your stuff or other people's stuff. Well, what would be formative?
Well, how's this sound? There's a fellow named Jim Dofka.
Yeah.
And his band's called Dofka. And Dofka is really not tagged as like an underground. I mean, there's an underground quality about his band, but they're not really a death metal band. But I'm here to tell you that he makes guitar parts that are scarier than death metal bands.
Yeah.
And they got the intelligence of the greatest metal that's out there. So Jim Dofka is easily my biggest influence to like intelligent writing that literally, that even average listeners can listen to and embrace, because he has that characteristic about himself. So Dofka is the greatest metal band that there
Would you
is.
say that's kind of your mission statement, is to embody those qualities you're talking about, kind of add that technicality in that accessible way? Or
Yeah, and even so, like, the technicality doesn't have to be like overdone and so excessive that it goes way above the heads of the listeners. But like, it's like oxymoronic. There's a technical side to it, but yet there's a really simplistic side to it.
Yeah.
So it's like combining the best of both worlds. And so it's a Dofka album entitled Humanity Bleak, and the riffs on that whole album just totally kill. There's death metal bands that don't make music that good.
Yeah. That's fucking awesome, man.
Yeah, check them out. Dofka, Dofka.
You ever meet him?
Oh, yeah.
Good friend of yours?
I met Jim when I was younger. I didn't get acquainted with him like I could have or should have, but we're all getting a little bit older and stuff. But I think he recognizes me and my band, and that's a high honor for me and my guys. But But Dawg's easily one of my favorite bands.
Awesome. Yeah, that's super sick. I love just the you have a good balance of that with the technicality, but it's never not old school. You're like so rooted in like that lineage of old school bands, and you really deliver the authenticity in that. I love that from you guys. Yeah, so what do you think people could expect for what you're working on now? Or in what direction do you see you guys going? Are there any goals you're trying to accomplish?
Where, when, and if that we get this a second album, a sophomore album out after this many years. You know, I like to think it's going to have a lot of these qualities and characteristics, and it's going to sound a little different than the one and only Iniquitous album that we recorded almost 32 and a half years ago. And you know, it's going to have the spirit of the old, because I view myself as that old style writer. I don't want to say old school, but I'm an old style writer, and so I think it's going to offer a lot, and you know, to every listener of every style.
And I know that's what your people are coming to you for, that authentic lineage in the old school that you guys really deliver on. So I know there's going to be a lot of people stoked on that, especially, you know, there's a lot of people over here that trust anything Brian does just as I do. So yeah, I mean, that's fucking killer, dude. How has the fest experience been for you?
This one here?
Yeah.
Oh, this is great. This is great. I mean, the bands and the people I'm seeing, and you know, my expectation of what was going to show up here, this exceeded it. As did our show in Cleveland back in March.
Yeah.
So, you know, because I've been away from the underground metal scene for years, any kind of metal scene for that matter, and like so much has changed, and like you know, this same show, even like I'd say 20, but especially 30 years ago, it wouldn't have pulled this many people.
Yeah. So they've done a really good job with that.
Certainly.
And I'm really thankful that I got to watch you guys. You know what I mean? That he got to put all these people together. Chris, dude, thank you so much.
Yeah.
You guys are fucking awesome. I can't wait to see you again.
Yeah. All right, sounds good.
Ladies and gentlemen, if this is not a lifer, then no one is. King, my name is Patrick.
Nice to meet you, Patrick.
Pleasure to meet you.
Meet you.
Awesome to fucking talk to you.
Hey, you too.
It's a bummer Amos isn't here. I linked up with Amos last time he was there. At this point, it was probably a couple times ago. Because I have to ask, is he the one keeping you guys so active?
Well, yeah. I mean, basically, I turned over the touring, the stuff. Let's go. He's a booking agent. He knows what he's doing. I do a lot of things. I have a lot of old timey friends. I'm from the punk rock school, and a lot of that time, punk rock doesn't cover hotels and gas. I don't give a fuck about the money part of things, and I guess I should a little bit just so we can keep on the road. So he's been great at it. He's been fantastic,
dude. Because I've been wondering that. Because I'm like, for these guys, I mean, you guys have been getting out. This is what, your fucking third time here in the past 12 months?
Yeah, we've been here a lot. We always come here. We love Cleveland, man. We love this fucking area, of course,
dude, and we love you too. I linked up with Amos. He was here with Insomniac.
Yeah.
And I said, you know, I know you're a big fan of tacos. I got to take you to this authentic place. He was ripping ass a little bit afterwards, but I was absolutely ecstatic that he told me the tacos I got him were 9 out of 10. And this guy is a taco connoisseur.
Yeah.
I have to say, is he smelling up your van after all this taco shit?
A little bit. I'll be honest. I'm not as big on the burritos. He goes to take it to as he is.
He takes it to a whole nother level.
A lot of the ones he takes me to, I just don't think are that good. He thinks they're great.
Okay.
For me, as easy as it sounds and as lame as it'll sound, I still think Chipotle is the best tasting chicken anywhere. And I've been to all these ones in Texas, these real taco places and stuff. And it's funny, go down there with a lot of my Spanish friends, and they're like, we like Chipotle's better too.
Oh my God. I have respect.
I don't work for Chipotle's, and actually they've been really salty lately. But I do like the taste of the chicken. Whatever you're putting on the chicken.
I have so much respect for you and your work, but I cannot agree with that, man. I am not going to be able to co-sign that at all.
Okay.
But in a pinch, you know what's cool about Chipotle is we used to hit Chipotle up when we were out on the road, and they'll give bands free shit if you tell them, hey, I'm with the touring people. So I do got to say,
now he's fucking knocking them.
No,
that's all right.
I'm not trying to bite the hand that feeds me like that.
See,
but Chipotle has gotten us in a pinch like multiple fucking times. But not authentic like that. But
no,
what
I never said it was authentic. It's not authentic at all. It's not. It's far from it.
It's modern ingenuity.
I like this. I like the spice they put on the chicken. Now, if these other burrito places weren't so like bland, and it's like, here's 8 pounds of Spanish rice instead of the meat, and I would turn my head that way. Not just me, but Amos does. Yes, he does. More than that, he'll play Prince in the van sometimes, and that stinks the worst.
So tell me what brought you guys out here so much? What, maybe you can't get enough of Cleveland?
Well, I mean, basically a lot of friends. I mean, the first places Deceased ever played when we started playing out in 89, 90 out of state was Pittsburgh.
Okay.
They're always in Electric Banana with bands like Dream Death and Doom Watch and those older bands there. And we'd go up there and play. We'd bring bands from our area like Iron Christ, et cetera, et cetera. But it branched out to Cleveland. And, always had friends that come out here.
Yeah.
Things like that. Don moved over here. Don's a long
There was an
friend.
OG Pittsburgh to Cleveland pipeline with Don and the Incantation dudes back in the day.
Jim Nunslaughter, who I love. Miss you. Love you, buddy. It's just something we've always loved. We just have so many friends now. The record label's here. And this label here is phenomenal. Everything Relapse ever promised and didn't give, they did.
Dude, and I want to get into that.
They suck shit.
Yeah.
Ass and fucking from a weird wizard.
Hilarious. Yeah, so Children of the Morgue came out not too long ago through House.
Sure did.
Based on how you're talking about it, I'm assuming you were pretty content with how they took care of you guys.
They did everything they promised us and more. I'll even throw this story out there. Basically, we had to go on tour, and we had a deadline for the record for what we were going to do as a homecoming. They went out of their way and paid a lot of extra money from overseas to get the product to us in time. And I would have understood had it been late, but they no way. They did it. These guys are the real deal. Not one fucking bad thing can I say about them.
Dude, and amazing. I'm not surprised to hear that, because I also just saw, they just did some of your reissues for some of the other stuff. For some of your older releases, the one was originally self-released.
Sure.
What was up with that? You guys, was that you were falling out with Relapse? Or?
Well, the problem with Relapse was early on, they were young, we were young. We signed as our first band, so it was new to them. As soon as they started getting some bands that took off, we'll use Amorphous as an example, maybe a little later, some Nile. Like they started doing stuff, it just kind of like became backseat. We don't have to be the biggest band or anything.
Sure.
But don't forget about one of the bands on the label coming around, and then at certain times they'd rush product. And they'd be like, you got to get this record done. And we don't rush for nobody. When this album's done, it's done. We don't play what I call rent records. We don't just write 8 songs and put it out. We got to believe in them. It's our epitaph. They'll always be on this planet when we're long gone.
And you guys are very big on incorporating a lot of different influences. You don't fit into one little mold.
No,
like
they would call us lucid grind, then classic heavy metal. They didn't fucking know. They didn't know who to put us on tour with. They didn't know what to do, and that's fine. We could have done that for ourselves. But the bottom line with Relapse was it became absolute blatant lies. I don't fucking deal with liars of any kind.
Good for you.
If you ever see this, anybody that worked at Relapse of the higher ups, not the cool people that did the distro and things there that we're always cool with, but I'm talking to you, Matt Jacobson. You fucking lied to me a lot.
You fucking heard it here first from a lifer, dude.
Fucking Portland with 9 fucking pizza places from fucking stealing money from Relapse. You owe us $127,000.
Jesus Christ.
If you say you don't, you don't. I don't give a fuck. I moved on. We talked. You said we'd always be friends. You'd always keep us in the mix. I ain't heard from you in 20 years, so okay.
Dude, I fucking love it, dude. But that's what's important is you've been through the corporate bullshit, and that's what makes these guys cool. Am I on the right track with that?
Absolutely on the right track. I mean, these guys, we just talk. It's a fucking man's word. It's a man's handshake. It's the old school. It's where I came from. The underground in general right now is becoming so much about greed. Everything greed.
I loved your interview with Justin. I saw a lot of clips from your interview with Justin.
Yeah, here I am again. Fuck that VIP shit. Stop the VIP shit. This is free. No signatures, nothing. This is the underground. If you want to be the Rolling Stones, go be the fucking Rolling Stones. This is the
What the hell are you talking about? You made me pay you $100 for this interview.
Bullshit. I gotta look at this ugly ass beard for fucking 15 minutes. Fuck you. Go ahead. I'm listening.
No, bro. Again, Hell's is the real deal.
Made fun of mine too, but it looks good.
No.
It's a 10. My girl told me it was a 10. Okay, go ahead. I'm listening.
You look great for the day. I don't know what the fuck Relapse was doing.
Now he's really lying.
You missed
that. Great. You know he's lying.
Relapse. You fucked up not doing the fucking Men of Metal calendar with having this guy on the cover.
Mr. July.
So you really fucked up here.
Could have.
I love that you aired them out. I love that you speak your truth. I think it's really important now because there's a lot of bullshit and there's a lot of misconceptions there's a lot of newer dudes in the band, and I appreciate, new bands doing shit, especially that pay respect to the old school. But a lot of people have a real misconception about how this shit really runs, especially for, like an enterprise like this, where, like you said,
you're doing it the right way.
Yeah, and you don't got to do contracts, and you're not doing contracts. If you hold to your word, and these guys have always held to their word for me, they've always put on for me. So I appreciate you plugging them like that, and I appreciate you being able to explain to everyone.
If they were shitty, I'd say they were shitty. I got nothing shitty to say about those guys. Love them all. They're here. They'll be at the show. Every time we come here, they're at the show. You know where fucking Relapse was when we came to town? Not at our show.
At the pizza parlor.
Yeah, not even the pizza parlor. Probably at massage parlor.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I think I saw him there.
Anyway, so as I sit here and being loudmouth, that was one of the problems Relapse had with me, was I always kind of talked and called out the cancers of the scene. And they hated when I said Morbid Angel are fucking cocksuckers and they're egotistical dicks and all this shit, but it was fucking true. And they're like, shh, don't rock the boat. We've got to work with them or something else. And they hated that about me. They were trying to sell our long sleeves for $40 in malls, and I was like, put it at $25-$30. Stop this. He's like, you gotta wake up, King. This is how we make money. I was like, you don't gotta rip anybody off. And to go full circle with that, went back to the VIP for a minute, because this is my big pet peeve right now.
It's a fucking speaker.
All these people that come out, they take off work, they got fucking lives, they got children, they got houses, they got mortgages, whatever they got. They do all that. They got to get hotels. They got to get fucking tolls, gas. They get to the show. They got to fucking buy the outrageous bar price fucking drinks. They go in there and the bands have all this overpriced fucking merchandise. And on top of all that, all of us are together underground. We should all be in this. Someone come up to me earlier saying, what does it cost for a signature? It takes you 60 seconds to smell my funky ass breath, and there's your signature. Go ahead and go on with your fucking day. I hate that shit, and I will fucking fight anybody verbally about that shit anytime. That's bullshit, and stop it.
I fucking love
Stop
it, man.
the VIP. Everybody. You fucking clean toilets during the week.
Up here.
Like you're fucking
Hold the mic.
On Monday.
Hold the mic up here. Make sure everyone can hear you.
I'm sorry.
No. I want to make sure they hear you fucking calling everyone out.
This motherfucker, he's pretty close like Paul Staley at 77. Come on, that's not enough. Yeah.
You guys have had some good runs in Cleveland? Cleveland and the Cleveland crowds have treated you well?
If we eat bad tacos, we have great runs.
Bro,
this
you're
guy's
fun.
trying to be funny, but he's hilarious.
Bro, you're fun, man.
No, yeah, we've had some great times in Cleveland.
Dude, and that's amazing. I wish your other guys were here, Emma, but they'll be around for the thing.
They'll be bouncing around soon. Yeah,
you excited for the gig tonight?
We're ready for the gig tonight.
No classes treated you well before?
No classes, been nothing but fucking kind to us. They're good people. They have us. We fucking play there all the time.
Did you have a word with? Did you have any word in who was playing with you guys tonight, or did they curate that for you?
They just set it up.
Okay.
The guy that set it all up, fucking great guy. He just basically put it together. He asked us to
and
come
you
play.
said, "I trust you."
And people need a free show. All these overpriced everywhere you go. We're back to that again.
Yeah.
I'm trying to bring shit down. I'm doing my fucking best to help with the best on all that shit. Because it's important to me. I'm getting to be an older folk, and I've been doing this. Actually, been doing this since I was fucking 12. In 1980, I had a band, and basically, I just hate what I'm seeing with the world outside of all this shit. And everything's greedy. Make it about the music again,
dude. I appreciate you saying all that so much, man. Anyone you're looking forward to playing tonight?
Everybody, just having a good time, and everybody's smiling.
Mulder will do a great job to open for you guys.
Everybody will be great. You know, Vincent and then fucking Old Nun Slaughter, or Nun's Laughter, if we're calling it that today.
Yeah.
Love those guys. Love it all, man. Happy to be here.
And then tomorrow you're hitting Sanctuary in Detroit?
Tomorrow we're in Detroit. Love that place too. Super cool people. Great town. Great fucking people. I don't know about the neighborhood, but that's all right. We're gonna park about 50
Definitely a rough neighborhood at the Sanctuary.
I'm a big boy and can handle my own, but why even bother?
Yeah. What can we expect from you guys? Are you working on new stuff? Or are you still going
We just put out 2 new tunes, Cure for a Grieving Widow and Dusted, which are going to be on this 40-year March of the Cadaver thing that's coming out. It's kind of, I don't want to call it a greatest hits, but it's a time legacy of the 40 years of things we've done.
Okay.
Some unreleased stuff. We got a Sabbath cover of Die Young on there. We did Phantom Lady Lust.
Okay.
That's coming out.
Still playing around with a lot of different genres?
I'm working on new tunes. Yeah, I mean, just East never rests.
Yeah.
We never rest.
And you'll never fit into a box, and you'll never fucking get with the bullshit.
Hell no. It fit me for a piano case.
King, it's been awesome fucking talking to you.
Love you, buddy. Thank you.
Love you too. Thank you so much.
Buddy. Cheers.
Cheers. Guten Tag.
Guten Tag. Hallo, wie geht es?
Hello. Thank you very much for speaking with me. Tell me about how were your travels coming here?
Was good so far. No major problems. I think it was long and hard.
Just a long flight, a couple of beers.
Lufthansa treated you right?
A couple. We drank all the beer from the airplane.
Yes, a couple.
A couple.
We emptied the airplane.
Yeah, we emptied the airplane.
Just the beer from the airplane.
So they had to order a bit more for you guys.
Next time.
Yeah, next time.
It's fine. This is your guys' first time playing with anything that the Hell's Headbangers guys have set up? Or have you worked with them before?
No. We knew him since 1 year. We met him in Texas last year at the Metal Heroes Festival.
Which festival was it? I'm sorry.
Hell's Heroes.
Oh, Hell's Heroes.
Yeah, and since then we're in contact, and now he invited us to play here tomorrow.
Awesome. Have you toured the States before?
Yeah, we didn't play a tour, just one festival last year, Texas.
The Hell's Heroes one?
Yeah, and this is our second time.
Okay. Have you gotten around a lot around Europe?
Yes, in Europe. And a bit South America. But
where in South America?
Chile, Colombia.
Okay. I had a lot of fun in Colombia.
Guatemala, El Salvador, Mexico.
Oh, wow, okay.
Guatemala? Yeah, Guatemala.
Yeah. Was it Mauricio who did your show in Colombia?
No, I was in Bogota.
In Bogota, Mauricio is the promoter.
Okay.
Yes.
Super sick. We had a lot of fun down there. It was, and what was so funny, there was like more than half the crowd was chicks. They have like this like women's metal thing where it was like the first time I've ever been to a metal show where there was more women than men at the show.
That's kind of rare.
Yeah. So cool spot.
Especially at a net concert.
Awesome. So you guys, a couple people were asking me, they wanted me to ask you about some of your songwriting, some of the storytelling, and then because there's a lot of occultist stuff, I'd love to hear what some of your guys' philosophy is as far as for working with lyrics and working with crafting storytelling.
He's the storyteller.
Who's the one that's most authorized to speak on that?
No, I don't know where to start. Have you like a specific question, maybe?
Very vague. What would you say is biggest influence on your philosophy when you're going to craft your lyrics?
I think the biggest influence is like...
He's fine. Yeah, you're fine. They're really hot.
I don't have to eat it. I think so. I don't think so. Okay. My own like images I get in my head when I hear the right riffs and music. You know.
Okay.
And this is highly influenced by like horror literature and movies and stuff.
Okay.
Of course, and occultism, Satanism.
Some of your favorite. What would you say, movie-wise, and then literature-wise?
Oh, that's hard. Like
Lovecraft,
Hammer horror movies, like the ones with style, like the British ones.
Okay.
Italian movies,
Giallo movies, right?
Fulci movies, also American movies, of course. The whole
Rosemary's Baby, maybe.
Yeah, the whole horror genre.
Yes.
Yeah, and literature. Classical, traditional horror literature. All this gothic fiction. Of course, everything with. Occultism, witches.
Okay. Any particular, if people were to want to get into some of your lore, what would you recommend they look into? What was something that was an influence on you, literature-wise or occult-wise, philosophy?
Yes, of course. For the Headless Horseman, Sleepy Hollow.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the classics.
Yeah, the classics. And I'm not sure. I'm doing a lot of I'm reading a lot of occultism stuff.
Okay.
But it has not so much impact on our music and on our lyrics, but it's some kind of a personal thing.
Okay.
For example, for the it's very obvious, but for the latest album, I read the Hexenhammer again.
Okay.
Witch's Hammer.
Yeah.
Like this is like not a fantasy novel. It's an actual book that was used to like point out who is witch and who's not back in the day.
Okay.
The good old days in Germany.
And of course a lot of movies. All the Witchfinder movies with Vincent Price and I don't know. Yeah.
So you're well steeped in the classics from a wide variety of sources.
Yeah.
I had a fan over there who wanted me to ask about the vocal style. Said there was a unique vocal style. I want to know if you did anything special to prepare for that.
No, I didn't. I started listening to heavy metal at a very, very early age when I was 8 years old, and I was interested in Judas Priest as a kid much. I want to sing that high too, and I experimented with my voice.
Okay.
And when I was like in school, in the first school bands, when I was 15, 16, I experimented even more. But back in the day, Rob Halford was my biggest influence and my idol.
Yeah.
And later on, when I was 18, 19, I discovered Merciful Fate and King Diamond.
Okay.
And I found out for myself that this falsetto kind of style fits my voice more and more the style I want to make music in general, because it fits like horror stories way more if you have this kind of variety in the voice, like a really soft voice and raspy voice, and to mix it, and that's not what you think of when you listen to Judas Priest. It's more like you think of a motorcycle, or I don't know. I mean what I'm.
So you guys took it a little further in the horror direction and the occult direction, and was able to really drink from that well of what was influencing them as well. Where are you from, city-wise? Germany?
The Ruhr area.
Yeah. Okay.
So like Dortmund, Essen, Gelsenkirchen.
Yeah, it's
These guys are from
the area where creators and all this typical German thrash bands are coming from.
Okay.
Yeah, a lot of cities very close by.
Okay.
Very nearby.
So super cool that you're able to come from that lineage too. How is the scene out there for you guys doing this classic heavy metal stuff? Is there issues with heavy metal bands? Anytime I played out there, I played more so squats and stuff like that, and they're really coming more so from that crust punk or that anarchist collective. That's a big difference between here and there. You know, we don't have that kind of squat scene and stuff, but I've always wondered what it's like as far as a traditional heavy metal scene over for where you're from.
You're the scene guy.
It's pretty good, actually. I think Essen in particular is one of the best places in whole Europe for heavy metal shows. You can go there, I don't know, twice or 3 times a week to a show. Yeah.
Okay.
And so we are really spoiled with shows and venues and and bands. It's like a huge amount of bands and people who are coming to the shows, actually. Yeah.
And then so are you playing kind of squat areas like that, or do you have a wide variety of venues?
I think it's not the music to play squats. Like we don't have that connection music-wise.
That was my assumption.
Yeah, only personally, like I do, but we play normal clubs.
Okay.
No normal venues. Yeah.
Back in the days, in the first years, we also played a lot of shows in typical punk locations and stuff.
A lot of history. I was there last year. My band did Obscene Extreme and stuff, so we played a couple shows on the way there from Czech. So we got to see a couple of those squats, just absolutely covered in all posters from over 30 years of stuff. So it was really cool to see that history.
Can you remember where you was?
There was one in Nuremberg we played.
Nuremberg, yeah.
The one was fucking huge on the way. We were there like the day after Napalm Death. I wish I could remember the actual name. It's a bit hard for me. I don't speak any German, so it's a bit hard to remember the name. But
I'm pretty sure we all have been there in a couple of venues.
Awesome. Do you have any plans to come back to the States anymore? Or?
No, we hope so. I mean, every time, feel free to invite us to play in the States. But yeah, of course, it's always difficult with costs and.
Did you have any trouble with visas?
No, we just had our working visas. It's a long process with personal interviews going to Frankfurt for us. It's a tour.
Could you, for anyone who isn't aware of that hasn't had to do a kind of travel like that, could you just tell a little bit of what that process was like?
Yeah, it's like filling in 6 hours of forms.
Oh my God.
And then doing an interview in whether Frankfurt, Munich or Berlin.
Okay.
For us, it was like 250 kilometers to go to Frankfurt for a personal interview. And then you get the visa, and it's still not sure if you can actually visit the country.
Yeah. When do you know? When you go to get on the plane?
When you have the immigration here at the destination.
Oh my God! So were you guys sweating a little bit?
Yeah, I mean, as long as it's not 100% sure, of course, you have no certainty. Yeah.
Well, we had no trouble. It's just a long process.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure there's a lot of people here that are very appreciative that you guys went to all that trouble to fucking come out here to play one gig like this. You said you've been in contact with Justin for a little bit now since Hell's Heroes.
Yeah, we are. We did some special shirts for tomorrow's show. So yeah, that's cool. No, two shirts actually.
Awesome. Is there anyone you're stoked to see at the festival? play with? Anyone you played with before, maybe, that has made their way out to Germany?
I don't know.
Or maybe any bands just that Hells has worked with that you played with before?
I don't think we played before, but I'm hyped to see Evil Army and Profanatica.
Okay.
Yeah.
Same for me.
Never seen Evil Army before, and Profanatica, I think it was 2 or 3 years ago.
Okay.
So I'm excited to see them again.
Nunslaughter ever make their way over there?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. I know they get around everywhere.
But I'm not really sure. I never saw them in Germany. I saw them last year at Hell's Heroes, and they're coming this November.
Okay. Dude, I appreciate you so much talking to me. What do you think? Mayonnaise on French fries?
What? Sorry?
Do you eat mayonnaise on French fries?
Mayonnaise, of course.
I love it.
It's okay.
What do you think about the cuisine here?
The cuisine.
In comparison to the homeless.
It's great, but unhealthy.
Yeah, it's very unhealthy.
Over the top?
Yeah, it's over the top. Yeah.
I'm glad we are only here for a couple of days or a week. And
you'd be looking like some of the people that live here.
Exactly. Because it's really tasty. It's all very good. But yeah, it's not the healthiest food in the world.
Magic becomes fatigue.
Yeah. And there are so many franchises we don't have in Germany, so we have to check them out.
Yeah. Is there anything you checked out that you liked?
Yeah,
Yes,
we are Wendy's fans. Yes, very good.
We are friends of Wendy's.
Yeah.
What did you get from Wendy's? A Baconator?
Of course, I can't.
Yeah.
I was about to get
This is the first question that all the band has weighed in on. Is the Baconator? A lot of people are fans of the Baconator. Love it. I mean, the sausage game, the bratwurst game, pales in comparison, I think, to Germany. But I have to ask about the beer too. Rip it up. If it sucks here, be honest.
It doesn't suck, but you stand in a Walmart or a grocery store and it's like too much. I have no idea which one is good and which is not. And then you grab like 5 different cans and you're back at the hotel and this is also light beer. Oh, fuck. And that's a problem.
And I don't get light beer in general.
Yeah.
Well, what's the point?
No, it doesn't make sense.
What's the point of drinking light beer?
Yeah. Get hammered or not?
What do you?
It's only less calories.
No, it's always the less alcohol.
Clearly, the less calories is not working for the people living here.
No. It's obviously not.
Obviously not. If there was something you could bring back, or if there's some crazy fan that wants to come see you guys and they want the full German experience, what should they try beer-wise?
Wendy's.
No, beer-wise.
Beer-wise, what did you go? Do you have a favorite?
Yes, I have a favorite
something?
beer, but it's not for everyone. It's
okay.
Like Bamberger Rauchbier. Schlenkerla is the name.
Okay.
From Bamberg, Germany. Schlenkerla.
Okay.
It's a very small
Bavarian.
It's quite small, but it's like it's peated, as like peated whiskey. So,
yeah.
But with a very dark beer, the combination. Okay. And that's not for everyone, but I like it a lot.
But that's the full. I'm saying for someone who wants the full German experience.
Yeah, this is pretty much Bavarian experience.
Yeah, go to Bavaria, but only for the beer.
And of course, we are huge fans of beer label of our area, Hansa, but it's also not for everyone. It's for.
Yes, our favorite beer, Hansa Pils, is.
It's a cheap one. It's
cheap one, but good
for the punk scene. And
for
the homeless ones, but we grew up with it and we love it. So,
it's a Pilsner.
Okay,
but it's a good one.
Yes.
And then any good festivals you played out in your area?
There's so much.
I got to do Party Sand once.
Everything is way more.
Yeah, it was fucking awesome.
Yeah.
There's so many.
You're very spoiled in your area for metal festivals. We don't have that open air festival here. You know what I mean? Like that's something that
you have to take flights to get to any festival.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate you guys talking to me. I hope Wendy's.
These guys weren't talking.
They were talking when Wendy's.
Something about the drums on the new record.
Tell me about the production of the drums on the new record.
Excellent.
Was that? Did you trigger everything?
Yeah.
You played all of them?
Yep.
I can't. I'm trying to look in his eyes, but he's got sunglasses on.
No, it's all real microphones and.
Can you tell me a bit about the release for the record?
Yeah, it was good. Great release.
On to the next one.
Please buy it. It's a good
On
record.
to the next one, or are we riding this one out for a while? Are we working on new material?
Yeah, we have a couple of ideas for a new record, but I hope it's not going to take another 6 or 7 years. But that's what I said the last time. It's a long process, yes.
Sounds like everything going out there. Long process, a lot of forms, administration to fill out.
Yes. Life's too short for us.
Fucking killer. I appreciate you guys talking to me. I'm so happy Wendy's is treating you well, and I hope the rest of Ohio treats you well too. I know Hell's Headbangers will.
Do you have some recommendations for fast food?
We have fast food
here. Yes, in America.
Okay, I've.
What's your favorite?
What are you looking for? Like category? Like you want like the greasiest shit possible. You want
we love spicy stuff.
Okay, spicy stuff.
Mexican food is cool.
Fried chicken, Mexican. Yeah.
So I will tell you what's new here in Ohio that was from the area. You got to try Culver's. Culver's is you got to get the butter burger. They put butter on the hamburger. They also have, so it's a Wisconsin chain, so they're big on the fried cheese curds. So the fried cheese curds are delicious. Now you're saying spicy. For spicy Mexican stuff, you got to go to something local. You guys are playing tomorrow. You're staying. Where are you staying?
In Youngstown.
You're going back to Youngstown tonight?
Yes.
Who's driving you?
Justin.
Justin is driving you? Tell Justin you need to stop at the Mexican spot up the street. Fiesta Jalapenos.
Okay.
Sounds dangerous.
Is there anything else you saw that you were like, whoa, what the fuck is that? Have you had Arby's?
No.
Get the curly fries from Arby's.
Okay.
And a beef and cheddar and the curly fries from Arby's.
Okay.
You guys are going to be coming back Fatic. For sure. Have you followed my advice?
Sounds healthy, as expected.
Have you burger with butter? Good Lord.
And then, of course, no knock in Germany, but the KFC in Germany had Popeyes for the fried chicken.
Okay.
Tell JDawg we need to go to Popeyes.
Okay.
He's going to shit his pants. He's going to be like, I'm not taking you there. Say Patrick insisted on it.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, thank you for the recommendation.
So I will check in with you guys in 1 year, and I will weigh you in, and I will see where your body mass is at, and that will be the determiner of how much you enjoyed your trip here to America. You're going to come back, and you're going to say, man, I want some of that food. Could you guys hit us up again?
Thanks for the diabetes.
Yeah, we're just here for the food.
Thank you so much, guys. Looking forward to the set.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you. Enjoy Wendy's.
That's a wrap.